their supply.
House Judiciary Committee Chair Republican Jim Jordan recommending criminal charges against former special counsel Jack Smith, who investigated President Trump's false claims about the 2020 election and his handling of the hundreds of classified documents found at Mar-a-Lago. Google, Alphabet's parent company, the company behind Google and YouTube, posting earnings of over $112 billion in its latest quarter. I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.9 WATD.
959 WATD.com. 64 degrees outside our South Shore studios at 7:02. Meteorologist Rob Gillen says it's going to be a nice day out there today. Sunny, not humid, 74 for a high. News this hour brought to you by the South Shore Diamond Exchange. Gold prices are at record highs, and South Shore Diamond Exchange is paying top dollar for your unwanted jewelry. Visit South Shore Diamond Exchange in the North River Plaza, Route 139 in Pembroke, and cash in. Good morning. I'm Christine James. Now here's what's happening. Jury selection resumes this morning after 17 jurors were selected in the trial of Lindsay Clancy, a Duxbury woman charged in the murders of her 3 children. A total of 18 jurors, including 6 alternates, will be chosen for the trial. Clancy's lawyers and her former husband say she was not responsible for her actions. Defense attorney Kevin Reddington doesn't dispute that she killed her children and is planning to raise an insanity defense. However, prosecutors say the killings were intentional and well-planned, not the work of someone who had lost control. Clancy, a former labor and delivery nurse at Mass General, has pleaded not guilty to murder charges in the deaths of her children, 5-year-old Cora, 3-year-old Dawson, and 8-month-old Callan, who were killed in January of 2023. If jury selection is completed today, it's expected that the court will then deal with some motions, including Patrick Clancy's request to restrict access to some of the exhibits involving the children. More news after this.
Do you have unwanted, broken, mismatched, or unworn jewelry? Gold prices are at record highs. Bring your old jewelry to South Shore Diamond Exchange and cash in. South Shore Diamond Exchange pays top dollar for gold, platinum, silver, fine jewelry in any condition. For a limited time, ask about their special offer and receive 20% more in trade value or 10% extra when you sell for cash. Visit South Shore Diamond Exchange in North River Plaza on Route 139 in Pembroke or SouthShoreDiamond.com. South Shore Diamond Exchange, a Hanush family-owned business. Trusted jewelers for generations.
7:04 on 95.9. News now brought to you by the folks at St. Anne's Credit Union. Leverage the power of St. Anne's Local Lending Advantage at their newly opened lending center, 55 Long Pond Road in Plymouth, NMLS number 525435. Insured by NCUA member MSIC. A 40B project in Plymouth is being challenged. WATD's Tom Gorman has this.
A group of residents is appealing the approval of the controversial Pulte Homes 163-unit affordable condo project in North Plymouth that was recently approved by the town. Town Manager Derek Brindisi explains.
Pulte right now, they again have received their approvals to start construction on their project, 163 units. But right now it's being appealed by a few abutters, and so what Pulte will need to do next is respond to this appeal through the court system, and then a determination will be made after that. If they were to lose this appeal, then the project, may come to an end. If they were to win the appeal, then certainly they'll be moving forward through construction.
Residents have raised concerns over the project.
Folks are certainly still worried about the Pulte project, which is a 163-unit 40B project that was approved by the state and subsequently by the ZBA a few months back. And so, that project is going to continue to have ripple effects in this part of town, both in the traffic volume, in delays in infrastructure projects on Cherry Street and Court Street.
The proposed 40B project calls for 3 buildings, 2 that would have 4 stories, and 1 building with 6 stories on a 3-acre site off Route 3A near Cordage Park. 25% of the units are to be affordable housing. Reporting from Plymouth, Tom Gorman, WATD News.
An efficiency audit is being considered to look at the operations of Marshfield Town Departments. Select Board Chair Rick Smith is spearheading the audit.
The efficiency audit, I think, is a really important piece to looking at Marshfield's financial future, because it's really super important that as we try to fix the structural issues within Marshfield's financial structure, that we try to look for the efficiencies within all of our departments, and that looks to make sure that we're doing things as the best way that we can. It is not at all any kind of a statement against any of our departments or believing that we're operating with anything other than with great discipline already, but it still stands to be said that, as every business knows, you can always get a little bit more efficient. There's always something more you can be doing, and it's always good to have somebody, too, I think, from the outside, a third party, kind of come in and give their opinion. It doesn't implore that we have to act on each of their items that they suggest, but it certainly gives us some ideas on where we can go in the future.
Marshfield Select Board will discuss the proposed audit in the coming weeks, and Smith explains how this audit would work.
A third party would come in and they would work with the respective departments to understand the way that their operations are now, understand how they apply best practices within their departments, and then to make recommendations as to areas that they find that could be improved, so that could either save the town money or improve the level of service to our residents without having to spend anything further.
And that's Marshfield Select Board Chair Rick Smith. New protections for endangered North Atlantic right whales are almost certain to face a nearly decade-long delay. The House Natural Resources Committee voted last week to extend a moratorium on new rules until 2035. With support from the fishing and lobster industries, environmentalists warn this could doom the whales, which only number about 380. The federal government has already paused new rules until 2028, and a full congressional vote could happen this summer. We'll be back with traffic and weather next.
What if I told you that you can apply for a loan or open an account on the go or right from home? Since 1936, St. Anne's Credit Union offers a friendly, hometown feel with big bank capabilities. See why they are a leading lender and voted #1 by the people of the South Coast by visiting StAnnes.com. That's StAnnes.com. NMLS number 525435. Equal housing opportunity. Member MSIC.
Now, WATD traffic and weather on the 9s. 7:09, and taking a look at the drive on Route 3 on the northbound side. That's not too bad this morning along the South Shore. Got a nice ride from Herring Pond Road in Plymouth up to Union Street. Southbound is slow, though, about a half mile or more at the Sagamore. 25 east is slow at the Bourne. Northbound Expressway is heavy from Furnace Brook up towards Southampton Street. The drive time into the city, 28 minutes from Braintree to Boston. We did have delays in the Ted Williams Tunnel. In fact, it is jammed on the off-ramp to the Ted Williams Tunnel, heading over to Logan from an earlier rollover crash that blocked all lanes for a bit. But that's reopened, but still tough, and that'll be extra heavy in the Callahan as well, heading over to Logan this morning as a result of that. Northbound on Route 24, a little busy through Avon and Stoughton. 93 southbound is slow, Route 28 to 24. Traffic on the 9s every morning. Traffic emergencies when they happen on WATD. Now, the updated South Shore weather.
A real nice morning. After a few towns got a gusty thunderstorm yesterday, especially in the city of Boston. In fact, lightning struck a home in Hull, while just a rumble of thunder and a few drops in Marshfield and Plymouth got nothing at all out of that. Now we're getting much less humidity moving in. A few clouds will move away this morning to sunshine, the high 74 along our coastal neighborhoods as a light sea breeze develops. It'll reach for 80 degrees as you get inland of Route 3A. Tonight, comfortable, clear, low 58, 63 in Boston. What a nice stretch right through the weekend. Tomorrow, bright sunshine, a high of 73 along our beaches. And into Saturday, sun, a few clouds. It'll reach the low 80s away from the ocean. Sunday, sun, a few clouds, a high near 80. Next weather in just 10 minutes. For WATD, I'm meteorologist Rob Gilman.
65 degrees outside our South Shore studios at 7:11. That's local news. I'm Christine James. We've got more for you with Rob Hakala right here on 95.9 WATD.
All right, good morning, everybody. Rolling along the South Shore's Morning News, and welcome. Rob Hakala here with the morning team. Great to have you along. We're up on the YouTube feed live, WATD Radio on YouTube. You can catch Christine James in the news booth during newscasts. You can watch me in the air chair, and of course, yes, we do have our intern here Tuesdays and Thursdays. He's in the house, Anthony from Rockland. And, of course, a proud student of Emerson College, Anthony Ciano. Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning. Thanks
All right,
for having
welcome
me.
in. How you been? Welcome back to Broadcast House.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be back again.
Ready here for another day of interning. And he, of course, is personing the phones as well at 781-837-4900. Should a phone call come in, he'll take it, 781-837-4900. You can also chime in on the text line. We enjoy hearing from you. 781-837-4900 is the text line, sponsored by Auto Shine Auto Body in Abington and Braintree. All right, so summertime, and that means going to the beach and swimming in the pool and going camping and fishing and enjoying the outdoors. But it also means, too, a good summer blockbuster. And Anthony is here now to tell us that he went to the movies. What day did you end up going?
That's right, last night.
You went? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, not too late, I hope, for a showing.
Honestly, a little too late.
Uh-oh. Because this is a long movie we're going to talk about.
Yeah, very long.
What time was the show time, Anthony?
So the show time was technically 8, but with trailers,
it never starts
about
on time.
8:30-ish.
Yeah. Do you like the trailers? I don't mind that.
I do like the trailers.
Yeah, so do I.
I also go to the movies a lot, so there's some times where I can see a trailer.
Oh, yeah.
But then if I'm going to the movies a bunch, I don't I skip the trailers because I've already seen them.
Yeah. No, all right, so we're going to talk about a big blockbuster movie that Anthony went to see last night.
Promise me you will come back.
What if I can't?
Oh, Matt Damon. The Audacy. Christopher Nolan's The Audacy, and a summer blockbuster. It's doing very well. It is getting good reviews, and it's doing very well for ticket sales. So, Anthony, what did you think about it? Because the film is, how long is it? It's got to be over 3 hours.
About 3 hours, yeah.
Okay. It's close to a 3-hour movie. It's a Christopher Nolan movie, written and directed by Christopher Nolan. Of course, it's based on Homer's Greek poem, The Odyssey.
Yeah.
All right, so fill us in. It's got a good cast, including our own. We love Matt Damon, right?
Honestly, it is kind of Where's Waldo with celebrities.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of names, a bunch of familiar faces are in the movie. Of course, Boston's own Matt Damon is the main character, so that's cool to see.
He plays Odysseus. Okay.
Yeah, and you can just tell that the movie had a big budget because it really was a high-quality movie.
Yeah, I heard it was very well done. People are saying you do need to see this. This is a type of movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie, yeah.
As there are films where, it's okay. I mean, nothing against like a little rom-com or something, but there's some movies where you can see it at home and it's just as fun as seeing it in a movie theater. But there are others where the surround sound and the big speakers and the screen really does enhance it. And I think this is one of those films that would be that way, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And honestly, Rob, the theater was absolutely packed.
Packed? Okay.
All the show times
So
were
this is a
full.
Wednesday night show.
And we sat in the very front row because that's all that was left. That's how many people were seeing this movie.
Anthony, okay, so
Yeah.
which theater did you go to? Did you go to my hometown?
So yes, the Showcase right in Hanover Crossing.
Oh, Hanover Crossing, nice.
They gave out free posters, a little Odyssey poster.
Wow.
Yeah.
You remember the Hanover Mall, or were you too young?
Oh, I remember, yeah. That was my
Hanover
middle school
Mall.
years.
Yeah, the good old Hanover Mall. All right, but Hanover Crossing's there, and people love it. And the movie theater is nice, I will say.
Very new.
It's great, very clean, very big bathrooms. You can go in one door in the bathroom. And then,
it's giant, yeah.
Yep,
It's about the size of a theater.
Yeah, you can go in one door. If you want to trick your friends, you can go in one door and you can come out another door. The bathroom is very long. So if you want to play that trick, I've done it on my wife several times. It's no longer funny anymore. I go in one door and then I come out the other one down the hall because the bathrooms connect.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so Odyssey, great. You went there. Now, do you get snacks? I mean, with the way you get the tickets now, you do them online.
Yeah.
You block out your tickets. Now, if you had done it a little bit earlier, you could have gotten some other good seats.
Some better, for
now,
sure.
You're saying
yeah.
the ones that are in the very, very front. I would skip going because I thought you had to look up.
We reclined all the way. Luckily, it was reclining chairs.
Oh, that's true. They do.
I will say you honestly get used to it after the movie starts going.
Yeah, after the
you
first
don't know the difference. Yeah, I'm sure the view from the back was better.
Usually, I like. They usually have these front seats, and they have kind of like this row. And then it goes up from there. I always like to sit behind that,
me
bottom
too,
row.
preferably.
But, I do know a lot of these movies, they do fill all these seats.
Yeah.
So you sat in the very, 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 very front row and watched the Odyssey. So luckily you're right, you could recline because otherwise your neck
if
would
you couldn't recline, I don't think you could have
3
watched
hours
it.
of
No.
looking up would be painful. All right, so overall, what did you think of the film then? What would you grade it as a film?
Yeah, I thought it was a great film, honestly. I was happy to finally be able to see it.
You like the characters and the
I like
acting
the characters.
was good? Special effects?
The budget, the special effects, it all really came together. I like seeing all the different actors, all those familiar faces.
It's a good cast. Who else is in this? Let's see. Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway, yep.
Tom Holland.
Zendaya.
Yeah. That's right. Robert Pattinson.
Mia Goth.
Yeah. Boy, it is.
Just about any actor you could think of.
Yeah. Good cast. All right. And that's the Odyssey. And check it out. Christopher Nolan. That's our intern Anthony's film review. He says it is good. He says to see it. Don't miss it, right?
Don't miss it, no. But you need to go in there with the patience to sit there for 3 hours.
That's true. Yeah. If you're someone that doesn't like a long movie,
then you might want to wait for it to be on demand or on a streaming platform.
And there's some people yourself. I'm happy to go in there.
But if you can go and you can sit there for the 3 hours, I recommend doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you? So you got the tickets, and then did you go and you wait in line to buy the snacks?
My friend got popcorn and stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got to get a popcorn. I love getting a popcorn. And
it isn't like movie theater popcorn.
And I love, as you know, I really enjoy the mixing of the soda machine. I love being able to make your own special blend.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised they had something.
I want one of those machines. Again, if I were very wealthy, I would have one of those machines.
In your house.
Yeah, I know. I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
I'd want a person to service it and fill it up with the syrups and stuff.
A little barista to. Yeah.
But I like that because I like to do a little bit of like a diet and add a little splash of lime, vanilla.
You can get creative.
Yeah.
They had different popcorn toppings.
They do,
like different flavors and stuff. Yeah.
I generally just go for the regular on that, but
just the butter.
It's nice and it's fun. You go in, you order the popcorn, and they'll usually tell you again just for a couple cents more. You can. But then I don't really need that much. But it
adds up quick.
Yeah. They say a couple cents more, you can get the extra large.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? All right, so popcorn and soda. They got hot dogs, all kinds of things there at the Showcase Cinema. It's one of my favorite cinemas in Hanover, at Hanover Crossing. All right, so we'll see if anybody else loved the Odyssey. If you saw it, text in 781-837-4900, 781-837-4900. I love getting I don't get a large popcorn anymore. I get like a medium.
Yeah.
Because that's all I can
enough,
really. Yeah, medium's good, but I still get the super large soda. I love that. I love making my big drink. And I love just holding it and I definitely have to hold it for this movie if I go.
Yeah.
Kevin says 3-hour movies. If it's 3-hour movies, it should be built in with a 10-minute intermission.
See, I also said that
for drink
going
refills
into the theater.
And bathroom breaks. Okay, yeah, they used to do like
it
intermission
would have been a good
in
idea.
the old days. Yeah,
I know I think it was a couple years ago for one of the movies. I think it was a 4-hour movie, and there was a bathroom break.
Really?
I'm trying to remember what the name of the movie was.
All right.
I think they did that for the Hamilton Pro Shot, the Hamilton movie that was in theaters.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure they had a bathroom break for that too.
They do have different experiences you can see at these theaters. If you go and you watch the commercial as well, you can also see that you can have your office meeting there as well. You can rent a movie theater. We haven't done that yet here at WATD. No. Kevin said the Odyssey had a $250 million budget. Wow.
Yeah, honestly, it makes sense. Yeah.
$250 million budget. So that's a good amount of money to put towards a good film.
They use that budget.
It's one of the most expensive films of Nolan's career. and the first feature film to be shot entirely on IMAX's 70-millimeter film cameras. That's kind of interesting. Let's see. The film has grossed over $328. Oh, so it's made a profit already.
Yeah.
Okay, so $328. That's good. They made the money back, right? All right. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin Tachi checking in early. Appreciate it, Kevin. All right. Let's get out to the roadways here, see what's going on. Route 3 looks good along the South Shore. Northbound Expressway is heavy. Furnace Brook up towards Southampton Street. 495 North, a crash in the breakdown lane before Bay Street in Taunton. 24, some pockets, Harrison to 139. Now down the Cape, Route 3 South, about a mile delay at the Sagamore. 25 East is slow on the approach to the Bourne. Traffic on the 9s every morning. Traffic emergencies when they happen on WATD. Now, the updated South Shore weather. Let's get the details from our chief meteorologist, Rob Gilman, with the South Shore's most accurate and dependable weather. Sponsored by our great friends at Falcone Roofing. Going to give them a big shout out. Think of Falcone Roofing for more than just roofing. If your home's siding, windows, or gutters need replacing, call Falcone Roofing, 508-746-6866 for a free estimate today with Bella and Gianni, the next generation at Falcone Roofing. Here's Chief Meteorologist Rob Gilman.
A real nice morning. After a few towns got a gusty thunderstorm yesterday, especially in the city of Boston. In fact, lightning struck a home in Hull, while just a rumble of thunder and a few drops in Marshfield, and Plymouth got nothing at all out of that. Now we're getting much less humidity moving in. A few clouds will move away this morning to sunshine, the high 74 along our coastal neighborhoods as a light sea breeze develops. It'll reach for 80 degrees as you get inland of Route 3A. Tonight, comfortable, clear, low 58, 63 in Boston. What a nice stretch right through the weekend. Tomorrow, bright sunshine, a high of 73 along our beaches. And it's a Saturday, sun, a few clouds. It'll reach the low 80s away from the ocean. Sunday, sun, a few clouds, a high near 80. Next weather in just 10 minutes. For WATD, I'm meteorologist Rob Gilman.
Thank you, Rob. And right now, outside our studio, 65 in Marshfield at the weather station. WATD Sports is next.
Falcone Roofing Company in Plymouth does so much more than roofing. Hi, I'm John Falcone, first-generation founder. We do all types of roofing, but think of us for windows, skylights, doors, siding, gutter systems, and dumpsters, too. Our second-generation Falcones are growing the business. Gianni in the field, Bella in the office. Call for a free estimate. Roofing deals are all over social media. Go local, go professional. Falcone Roofing Company, Inc. of Plymouth.
7:24. Time now for WATD Sports. Good morning. I'm Rob Hakala. Well, all good things must come to an end, and so did the Red Sox winning streak last night in the night game of a day-night doubleheader at Fenway.
Extraordinary winning streak, tying the franchise record earlier today. But Baltimore wins this one 5-1. The Red Sox wind up splitting the doubleheader.
All right, there's Dave O'Brien with a call on Nesson, and a lot of the Red Sox fans, even though they lost the game, Anthony, ended up, of course, sticking around. They didn't run away. They wanted to be there for that moment, and they actually got to their feet. A lot of them standing, giving the Red Sox a standing ovation for the feat.
That's the Red Sox spirit.
You know? So. The afternoon game was the one to be with be at, sure, when they did tie the record. So this is the franchise record of 15 straight games, which they did in 1946, and now they've done it in 2026. So, but they couldn't beat the record. Red Sox won the afternoon game 6-3. They lose the night game 5-1 to the Orioles. Red Sox are off today. Tomorrow, they'll begin a 3-game weekend series against the Blue Jays at Fenway at 7:15. And the New England Revolution played to a tie, no score, 0-0 against Toronto FC last night in Foxborough. The Revolution will be in Foxborough Saturday night, hosting Atlanta United at 7:30. And that's your update on sports on WATD. The South Shore's Morning News rolls on. I'm Rob Hakala with the morning team, coming to you from the WATD Coastal Heritage Bank studios. Coastal Heritage Bank, community-focused, locally trusted since 1889. Coastal Heritage Bank, growing together. Member FDIC, member DIF. Coastal Heritage Bank. And if you want to watch the show, you can always do that and see our beautiful Coastal Heritage Bank studios. Go to WATD Radio on YouTube. There is a link now on our homepage, on our webpage. You can go there, 959WATD.com, and watch WATD Radio on YouTube. And you can watch, like, and subscribe. All right, WATD Radio on YouTube. And a big shout out again to our number one fan, Lord Hadaway, in the chat room there. Lord Hadaway, good morning. Lord Hadaway checking in. I'll read a couple of those comments coming up. But first, our digital pro. Here's Kim Commando.
You return the rental car and catch your flight. Then comes the email. $400 for a scratch you never made. Welcome to the AI Car Rental Return Counter. I'm Kim Commando for Incognate. Data brokers collect your personal information, package it up, and sell it to anyone with a credit card. Take yourself off the market. Visit privacykim.com today. The big car rental giants have installed what they call the AI camera tunnel. Hertz uses them. Sixt has its own version. You drive through, and the system scans every inch, comparing the pickup to the return condition. A ding the size of a fingernail, flagged, priced, and billed. Customers have been charged $600 or more for damages on the car before they even got it. You can often get charges dropped, but only if you push back hard. So here's your defense. At pickup and return, walk around the car and take photos, the wheels, the roof, everywhere. AI has a perfect memory. Now you need one too. So snap now or pay later. Join a million folks who get my free newsletter every day at getkim.com.
All right, so Lord Hadaway's in the chat room. He says, good morning, Anthony, on WATD Radio on YouTube. A big shout out from Lord Hadaway. He is, in fact, our number one
always
YouTube
here,
viewer, always here. The only time when on vacation, we certainly don't begrudge him that. We did National Ice Cream Day, as you know, Anthony, was on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Did you celebrate?
I did indeed celebrate.
Good.
On Friday, we asked people to name their favorite local ice cream place. We got a huge list. Lord Hadaway says Anthony now needs to drive around and test some of them.
Test some of them.
So that might be good for you. You'll have to eat a lot of ice cream,
I will
Anthony.
say my favorite is...
Your favorite is?
Magoo's in Rockland.
Oh, okay. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Is that they also have mini golf?
They do have mini golf, yeah.
Okay, someone suggested that.
Yeah,
That's
great
it.
ice cream.
Ice cream and mini golf go together.
And that's where a lot of people's birthdays were growing up. Because, you know, small little town, not much to do.
Yeah, you know, that's what you do. It's on that road in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yes, VFW Drive. Yeah.
I used to drive on that as a kid. I was like, where are we? What is this place? It's like it always felt like it was in the middle of nowhere, and there just were these random businesses out there.
Yeah, that's Rockland in general, honestly.
All right. He also said he agrees with Kevin Tachi. They need to bring back the intermission. And he also says, I think the WATD studio needs one of those movie theater soda machines.
Oh, we absolutely
Wouldn't that be
do.
great? Absolutely.
Put it in the kitchen.
I would love that. I can make myself a vanilla Diet Coke. I can make myself a cherry Coke.
Yeah.
I can make myself a ginger ale with lime. Oh,
Rob would be the #1 user of it.
I would love it. I love that machine.
We'll have to talk to Mr. Perry.
They do have it over at Wendy's, too. They have that machine as well.
Wendy's is awesome about it.
I love that. I love making my own soda. Do you guys love that as much as I do, or am I just the only one that really likes that? No, other people must love it, or else they wouldn't have it. Okay. All right, Christine's coming up with the news, and we're going to check in with Keiko Oro from C. Plymouth. Traffic and weather in the 9s, Route 3 northbound. We got delays as you make your way. Actually, northbound looks good. It's the southbound side's about 1.5 miles of the Sagamore. 25 east, slow at the Bourne. The expressway is slow, Furnace Brook to Columbia Road. And we have delays on 93 coming out of Braintree over to Randolph. And then more delays on 128, 95 to 109. South Shore weather for today. We are going to have nice day, sunshine, a few clouds, 71. Tonight, clear, a low down to 63. Tomorrow, plenty of sun, 73. 65 degrees in Marshfield. Good morning. WATD News time now. 7:31. It is a Thursday. Great to have you along this morning.
The South Shore's Morning News on 95.9 FM WATD.
65 degrees outside our South Shore studios at 7:30. Meteorologist Rob Gilman says just beautiful out there today. You're looking at a high of 74. News this hour brought to you by South Shore Gutter Monkeys. Experience exceptional care for your home with professional gutter cleaning, repair, and installation services. Contact South Shore Gutter Monkeys for a free estimate today. Good morning. I'm Christine James. Now here's what's happening.
President Trump has issued a new warning to Iran, saying for every ship that country strikes in the Strait of Hormuz, the U.S. will destroy one bridge or power plant inside Iran. ABC News Chief Global Affairs Correspondent Martha Raddatz has more from Jordan.
Well, that's a pretty extraordinary statement. International law does not allow that kind of attack on civilian infrastructure on purpose. If you accidentally hit something and you're doing a bombing run on military targets, that's one thing. But to say and follow through and bomb civilian infrastructure is potentially, according to international law, a war crime.
It comes after the 12th straight night of U.S. strikes on Iranian targets.
That's ABC. Stoughton's police chief is no longer on the job. Leah Baralt, an attorney for Donna McNamara, released a statement to WATD News saying that then police chief Donna McNamara has filed a formal harassment complaint with the Stoughton Select Board against town manager Thomas Coulter, accusing him of engaging in a pattern of gossip and disparagement against McNamara and constantly calling and texting her on her cell phone. Baralt says the town then released a false statement saying McNamara voluntarily stepped down and that an acting police chief had been named. She also said that Coulter engaged in a campaign to assassinate the well-earned reputation of Chief McNamara. Reports say that Deputy Chief James O'Connor has been named acting chief. WATD News reached out to the Stoughton Police Department for comment, and we were referred to the town manager, who we also reached out to, but have not heard back yet. Coulter is a former Kingston state rep and the former Kingston town administrator. The Pulte Homes affordable condo project that was recently approved by the Plymouth ZBA being challenged by potential abutters, a group of residents appealing the approval of the controversial 163-unit affordable condo project in North Plymouth that was recently approved by the town.
Pulte right now, they again have received their approvals to start construction on their project, 163 units. But right now it's being appealed by a few abutters, and so what Pulte will need to do next is respond to this appeal through the court system, and then a determination will be made after that.
Again, that's town manager Derek Brindisi. We'll be back to speak with Plymouth County DA Tim Cruz right after this.
I'm Bobby Downspout of the South Shore Gutter Monkeys, and today we recognize another everyday American hero, the South Shore Gutter Monkey Gutter Installation Team.
No I in team.
Covering the entire South Shore, these defenders of drainage will remove your old gutters and scrape and paint the fascia board so the surface is South Shore Gutter Monkey approved.
We're talking smooth.
Replacing damaged trim is no problem for these woodworking primates, and with the gutter installation truck right on the premises, these aerial artisans of extruded aluminum will custom build and install your new gutters, with every member of the team actually using a level for proper pitch. And with the benefit of battery-operated tools and the use of the opposable thumb, these prehensiled primates of the sky will install your new gutters behind the drip edge and double seal your end caps and miters for a lifelong watertight seal.
Yowza!
To see a live performance at your home, call the South Shore Gutter Monkeys at 508-477-9100.
Now write that number down.
Or visit SouthShoreGutterMonkeys.com.
Take it, Johnny.
No monkeys were harmed in the making of this commercial.
7:35 here on 95.9 News Now, brought to you by Stewart Painting. Every job done right and on time. Receive a virtual quote within 24 hours. Now hiring. Apply online at StewartPaint.com. Joining me now live in studio, we have special guest, Plymouth County District Attorney Tim Cruz. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Good morning, Christine.
Well, this is a great time in the summer because typically, as I remember, your department, along with other departments, you've got the DARE camp going, and that is a wonderful institution. I believe it's the 29th Summer of DARE Camp. Tell our listeners, if they're not familiar, about what is this all about?
Yeah, the Plymouth County Drug and Alcohol Resistance Education Summer Program, which we refer to as the DARE Camp. It's starting next Monday at Silver Lake Regional High School in Kingston. We've been doing it at Whitman Hanson for a number of years, but we've moved to Kingston this year. And it's a program that we can bring anywhere between 400 to 500 children in the 5th and 6th grade can come and they can learn lessons, valuable lessons, I think, with the school resource officers, with other police department entities that will be there, and just really have a good time and have a camp for free.
It's interesting because I know that they have some good life lessons that they learn, but you've got a lot of the, I'm looking at the agenda, which is packed, by the way, lots of typical camp stuff, too. You're talking about moonwalks, dodgeball, kickball, flag football. Every day, by the way, lunch looks very good, and I believe they're doing the lunch and the snack folks are definitely worth it alone. But, it has such a positive effect. And when you've been on the air with us long enough and you've had a couple generations of kids go through here, and we hear some good feedback, and I know you must hear some great feedback.
Sure. I mean, I bump into people, and they'll tell me, my son or my daughter went to Dare Camp 15 years ago, 20 years or so ago. And we'll have a conversation about what are they doing now and how's your life gone. And it's really great to see a lot of kids, younger kids from throughout our county, because it's not just Kingston this year, or not just Whitman-Hanson. This year we have, of the 27 communities of Plymouth County, we have 26 towns and the city of Brockton involved in it. And like I said, we have all these different kids that are involved in it, and they just have an opportunity to meet other kids. They're put on teams. They have Olympic games. They get to meet kids from, if you're from Brockton, you might meet somebody from Hull. You might meet somebody from Marshall or Pembroke, and maybe have these lifelong friendships, because lots of these kids, they start out as students. They may come back as a junior peer leader, then a peer leader, and they help other children go down that, I think, really the positive path of trying to stay out of trouble, trying to teach them to stay away from drugs, alcohol, violence, nicotine, things such as that. And that's really what the goal of this is. Have a good time, be able to put yourself in a position that you're going to be able to buddy up with your SRO, whoever that may be, and then you can come to them and you can talk to them.
Now, what about when you say peer leaders? So there are the people who are actually like the counselors or the people that do the guidance here. It's a combination of older kids that are peer leaders and like school resource officers. Is that how it works?
Yeah, they'll have probably, I think this year we have 28 teams, and each team is run by one or two SROs, and each SRO will have peer leaders and junior peer leaders that are reporting to them. So it's really run and supervised by the police. By those police officers that are in charge of those things. But the kids really learn a lot, because they get a lot of, doing things on their own, making sure that they can make sure every kid gets a water bottle, make sure they get their drinks, make sure they get their snacks, make sure they're in line for lunch at the right time. And that's another thing, too. And we're very lucky that we had a lot of people who give money and resources to us, whether it be Domino's, Shaw's, Roach Brothers, Market Basket, McDonald's, all throughout the county. And so the kids get to go for free. The police officers get to go there for a week. The comfort dogs will be there. We'll have helicopters coming. Foam days on Thursday, I think it is this week, or next week, when the Kingston Fire Department will foam the fields. And there'll be water day, and there'll be cookouts. The Chiefs will be there cooking hamburgers and hot dogs next Thursday, I think. So there's a whole vast array of things that go on every year. And I think we're really lucky and fortunate that the kids are given that opportunity.
When you have a program like this, let's say somebody's listening now and thinks, wow, next summer I think maybe one of my kids would do well in a program like that. How do they find out more information about Dare Camp and how maybe they can get involved? How do kids get picked for that?
Well, they get picked by the school resource officer.
Okay.
So he or she is the person that you would go to and talk to. But you can also go on PlymouthDA.com and look at the information that we have there if you don't know who your SRO is, and we can direct you to that person so you can come up and say, I'd like to try that next year. And like I said, it's been nothing but positive over the years. And I'm really proud of the people that work there and make it really something that works and something that's fun for a lot of kids.
Have you had any experience where, let's say, a kid who went there 20 years ago comes up to you somewhere and says, hey, I was at the Dare Camp and here's what I'm doing now? Do you get any of that?
A lot. More than you would think. When the Plymouth Parade a couple weeks ago, and somebody came up to me and said, my son was in your Dare Camp. I go, oh, really? When was that? And now he's a grown man with a beard standing next to them. So, it's really a great thing to see kids be able to go through and make the right decisions in life and make sure that they can have a good time in a place where they will meet a lot of kids.
And one more time, contact information if they want to find out more about this program or anything through the Plymouth County DA's office.
Yeah, you can always call us. We always have an assistant DA on call at 508-584-8120. But if you want to find out a lot of the things we do, the preventative things that we do, PlymouthDA.com. That's PlymouthDA.com.
That's great. And again, Special Plymouth County District Attorney, our guest this morning, Tim Cruz. We've got traffic and weather right after this.
Wouldn't you just love new kitchen cabinets without the high cost, the mess, and the inconvenience? Hi, I'm Sheldon Stewart of Stewart Painting, and I know how scary the thought of a demoed kitchen can be. So I have a solution. Allow our cabinet refinishing team to restore the beauty to your kitchen cabinets. Our professionals will apply a sprayed finish and then swap out the hardware for a completely new look. and the task will be completed in days, not weeks. We paint hundreds of kitchen cabinets every year, and we would love to add your cabinets to our list of happy homeowners. In addition to our locations in Hyannis and Hingham, we are now servicing Newton, Wellesley, and Nantucket. Finance options and military veterans discounts are now available for all projects. The process is fast, and it's easy, and there's no hidden fees. Head to our website at stewartpaint.com to see if you pre-qualify. It's never been this easy to turn your vision into reality. With over 40 years of excellence, Stewart Painting. Expect the best.
Now, WATD traffic and weather on the 9s.
And it continues to be a pretty good ride along Route 3 northbound. Northbound side, a little pocket in Braintree. Southbound is slow at the Derby Street lane drop in Hingham. And about a mile and a half for the Sagamore. 25 east is slow at the Bourne. The expressway is still filled in. Furnace Brook up towards Southampton Street. And as we take a look at 93, some reduced speeds, Route 37 over to Ponkapog. 128 is sluggish as you make your way from 95 in Canton up to 109 in Dedham. This report is being sponsored by the Early Law Group and attorney Chris Early. Injured? Call Early before it's too late. Early Law Group and attorney Chris Early have helped thousands of Massachusetts injury victims fight for the compensation they deserve. Call Early before it's too late. 617-444-7777. 617-444-7777. Traffic in the 9s every morning. Traffic emergencies when they happen on WATD. Now, South Shore weather.
A real nice morning. After a few towns got a gusty thunderstorm yesterday, especially in the city of Boston. In fact, lightning struck a home in Hull, while just a rumble of thunder and a few drops in Marshfield and Plymouth got nothing at all out of that. Now we're getting much less humidity moving in. A few clouds will move away this morning to sunshine, the high 74 along our coastal neighborhoods as a light sea breeze develops. It'll reach for 80 degrees as you get inland of Route 3A. Tonight, comfortable, clear, low 58, 63 in Boston. What a nice stretch right through the weekend. Tomorrow, bright sunshine, a high of 73 along our beaches. And into Saturday, sun, a few clouds. It'll reach the low 80s away from the ocean. Sunday, sun, a few clouds, a high near 80. Next weather in just 10 minutes. For WATD, I'm meteorologist Rob Gilman.
66 degrees outside our South Shore studios at 7:44. That's local news. I'm Christine James. Sending it back to Rob. Let's not forget Anthony, right here on 95.9 WATD.
The South Shore's morning news rolls on. Great to have you here Thursday morning, and that means Keiko Oral is with us. Keiko is the president and CEO of Sea Plymouth, the official tourism site for the town and county of Plymouth, and she fills us in every week at this time. Events going on in our backyard that you will not want to miss. Keiko, good morning.
Good morning, Rob. It's time to start planning your weekend. There's so much happening.
It is. I know. Is this the final weekend of July? Is it really?
Oh,
no?
man.
Does August come next week? Is that possible? Can anyone confirm that for me?
One more week of July.
One more. Is this the final weekend of July? No.
Final weekend, yes.
Final
Anthony.
weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everybody, calm down now. No panic. Okay. Deep breath. We still have August. Okay.
Yeah,
all
we
right.
still have August.
Okay, but Keiko, this will give us more incentive then to check out these events. So Keiko, fill us in. What's going on?
You have time to explore new towns, see a performance. There's beautiful summer weather. I'm glad that we have the humidity moving out.
That's very nice.
Tonight in Plymouth, let's start the weekend today, Thursday. Enjoy the Addams Family. It's still at the Americana Theater, sponsored by the Americana Theater at the Spire. We have L. Knife and Son Summer Concert Series at the Shops at Village Landing with free music on the Plymouth waterfront. And just a reminder that Wednesday nights are always free concerts on the Plymouth waterfront presented by the Project Arts Council. So that was last night, but it was great. Bring a chair, enjoy live music. And then on Friday morning, you can head to Middleborough for the Garden Paper Barn Quilt Workshop sponsored by the Soul Homestead. So, we've got a lot of things happening. And in Marshfield, and in your backyard, there's Winslow in Wonderland, hosted at the historic Winslow House, and it's celebrating the 160th anniversary of Alice in Wonderland with themed activities for kids. So there's a lot going on. But you should really start your day in Duxbury doing Tai Chi at the Art Complex Museum, enjoying beautiful art and exercising your body. So anyway.
Oh, a lot
Friday.
of good things, yeah.
Rob, where am I getting this information from?
Yes, fill us in. Tell us all the details.
The See Plymouth website. We have an amazing website with an up-to-date calendar of all the events in Plymouth County. So we are just at Friday. You should be going to Shirley Square to listen to live music at 4:00. Oh,
yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, just catch your breath there. I know she was going through all the things. I just want to kind of jump in here, Anthony, so Keiko can kind of have that chance there to kind of clear her throat out.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. I'm back.
Oh yeah, no, Phyllis. So Keiko, where were we? We were talking about the See Plymouth website, which is cplymouth.com.
Yes, and we have an app, and it's very easy to use. And so we're at Saturday. So what are you going to do on Saturday? Well, you can head to, Rob.
That's okay. Hey, this is what it is. It's live radio. This is we're here to jump in, Anthony, right? That's why we're here.
Of course.
That's why they pay us to be here, just in case. But Keiko was.
You guys are the professionals. Cool.
I
don't know what's going on. I didn't get my coffee. I don't know.
You need the coffee.
Now we know. Yeah, we need a caffeinated Keiko.
Of course.
Maybe I need some ice cream.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Exactly. All right, we're on Saturday. So Saturday in Hingham, we have Sinatra Under the Stars. It's Saturday night. You've got a lot of choices to make. So there's going to have to be some decisions because we have Sinatra Under the Stars by the South Shore Conservatory. We have the Norwell Summer Theater with Jagged Little Pill, which is a musical with Alanis Morissette. And then in Hull, we have the Harbor Illumination, hosted by the Hull Life-Saving Museum, lights up the harbor. That's going to be cool. So there's some decisions to make for Saturday night. And then Sunday rolls around. Car enthusiasts can head to Pine Hills for Rebels and Rods, car show. We have the Mayflower Beer Garden at Pine Hills. And then, explore downtown Plymouth and make time for Mika's Ice Cream inside of Banff Toy Vault. I don't know if you've been there, but it's a great place to explore.
It is. That's a good one. It's the kind of store that, kids love it, of course, but adults will love it in there because it reminds you of any of the old toy stores you used to go to. They have now at Banff's. You go in there, they've got a Lego vault. And,
it's just awesome.
And you're right, Keiko, there's an ice cream stand right there.
I know. They have classic vanilla bean, the cotton candy. I'm not sure if they have Anthony's favorite, but, explore it.
You have to get in there, Anthony. It's good when you walk downtown Plymouth. Just go in and get an ice cream.
Okay, I will say I'm always. Always at the Rebel and Rod's car show.
Yeah,
my dad loves it, so he's always there every Sunday.
Nice.
So
that's great.
Frequent flyer at that See Plymouth event.
Oh, good stuff. Well, Keiko, as always, people can go to cplymouth.com. You can get the website, or better yet, just download the app, and you can find out specifically to plan your weekend and to plan your vacation time right here in your backyard, and where to go yourself and where to bring people, right?
And exactly. And remember that Ride Circuit offers free downtown rides, sponsored and funded by Park Plymouth. You can park your car and enjoy the convenience of getting around downtown. I have not seen you on Ride Circuit. I keep looking for you.
Okay, yes, I gotta, okay, yes, I will. All right. Ride Circuit, See Plymouth. I will be down there, and it's just good time to do it. It's good stuff, good weather, right? Yeah. Get on down there, See Plymouth, cplymouth.com, the official tourism site for the town and county of Plymouth. And Keiko Orrell is with us every Thursday at this time. Keiko is the president and CEO of See Plymouth. Keiko, thank you so much, as always, for the listing of events and letting us know what's happening locally.
Absolutely. And Rob, I got to go get another cup of coffee. I got to get ready for this weekend. See you around Plymouth County.
All right, we'll see you, Keiko. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Have a great day.
You
Thanks.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Back out to the roads. WATD's traffic and weather. The ride on the expressway is filled in from Furnace Brook up towards Columbia Road. Route 3, not too bad. Northbound, southbound is slow, about a little bit more than a mile at the Sagamore. 25 East is slow on the approach to the Bourne. 24 is some slow spots through Avon and Stoughton. 93 South, a little sluggish, 28 to 24. 128 busy, 95 to 109. Traffic on the 9s every morning. Traffic emergencies when they happen on WATD. Now the updated South Shore weather. Let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Rob Gilman, with the South Shore's most accurate and dependable weather, sponsored by Cape Cod 5, passionate about supporting the financial wellness of individuals, families, and businesses across southeastern Massachusetts. Visit their new location on Commerce Way in Plymouth today.
A real nice morning. After a few towns got a gusty thunderstorm yesterday, especially in the city of Boston. In fact, lightning struck a home in Hull, while just a rumble of thunder and a few drops in Marshfield, and Plymouth got nothing at all out of that. Now we're getting much less humidity moving in. A few clouds will move away this morning to sunshine, the high 74 along our coastal neighborhoods as a light sea breeze develops. It'll reach for 80 degrees as you get inland of Route 3A. Tonight, comfortable, clear. Low 58, 63 in Boston. What a nice stretch right through the weekend. Tomorrow, bright sunshine, a high of 73 along our beaches. And it's a Saturday, sun, a few clouds. It'll reach the low 80s away from the ocean. Sunday, sun, a few clouds, a high near 80. Next weather in just 10 minutes. For WATD, I'm meteorologist Rob Gilman.
All right, thanks so much. And right now, 67 in Marshfield. Coming up, the morning sports.
At Cape Cod 5, we know that strong businesses create strong communities. That's why we're committed to being more than just a bank. We're a trusted financial partner dedicated to helping businesses of all sizes thrive. Whether it's a local business looking for its first loan, a family-owned business planning for the next generation, or an expanding company seeking new opportunities, we provide the financial solutions and personalized support to fuel success. Reach out to us. We're here to help. CapeCod5.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 401717.
WATD Sports, sponsored by the Life Care Center of the South Shore. They're looking to hire full-time, part-time, per diem nurses and nursing assistants for all shifts. Contact them directly or visit lifecarecareers.com. The Red Sox winning streak came to an end last night, but the Red Sox did win the afternoon game. It was a day-night doubleheader against the Baltimore Orioles. They won 6-3 in the afternoon to match the 1946 record of 15 straight victories. Red Sox would lose the night game, though, by a score of 5-1 to the Orioles. So they lose the night game. Sox are off today. They'll begin a 3-game weekend series against the Blue Jays at Fenway tomorrow night at 7:15. New England Revolution, they played to a 0-0 tie, 0-0 against Toronto FC last night in Foxborough. The Revolution will host Atlanta United Saturday night in Foxborough. That will be at 7:30.
Hi, I'm Beth Burke, Director of Admissions and Marketing at Life Care Center of the South Shore.
And I'm Sam Corey, Executive Director of Life Care Center of the South Shore. Choosing a nursing home for short-term rehab or long-term care is serious business. You want a place whose focus is on great care, exceptional rehab, and a clean, home-like environment. We will do whatever it takes to not only meet, but exceed those expectations.
Should you need to go to a skilled nursing and rehab center after a hospital stay, Life Care Center of the South Shore is here for you. Our trusted care team has helped thousands of folks get better and back home quickly and safely after a hospital stay. So if inpatient short-term rehab is for you, use your voice and make the right choice. Tell your doctor or hospital you choose Life Care Center of the South Shore. Please call me, Beth Burke, at 781-545-1370 to schedule a private consult or tour today.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
It's been a tough Saturday on the lake. I ordered swim trunks in this orange cream color, but it's actually more orange auburn. Oh, and it's swimwear. I probably can't even return these.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive. So you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour, and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
Experience Jagged Little Pill at the Company Theatre in Norwell. This South Shore premiere is a roller coaster of emotions set to the iconic songs of Alanis Morissette. A perfect suburban family watches their carefully constructed facade begin to crumble to reveal the importance of family and forgiveness. The electrifying power of this Tony and Grammy award-winning production brings profound truths about the messy reality of a modern family to vibrant life on stage. Jagged Little Pill runs from July 24th through August 16th. Tickets are available online at companytheater.com or by calling 781-871-ARTS. Your next great night out awaits you at Winslow's Kitchen Bar and Range. Dinner, drinks, a group activity? Why choose one when you can have it all at Winslow's? Tee off at Winslow's Top Tracer equipped driving range, inside the comfort of seasonally heated, furnished bays, all while enjoying food and drinks brought to you from Winslow's Craft Kitchen. The fun doesn't have to stop for a moment with Winslow's full-service bays. So bring the kids, bring your friends, or head in alone to hone your game at Winslow's Kitchen Bar and Range at Green Harbor Golf Club in Marshfield.
95.9 WATD, the South Shore's Morning News. Rob Hakala with the morning team. Christine James in our newsroom. Anthony is our intern. And you know the slogan, Anthony. You've heard this as well. If life hands you lemons, you make lemonade, right?
Absolutely.
But what if life hands you a parasitic stomach bug?
You don't make lemonade.
No. ABC's Jim Ryan has an answer. What one chain is doing.
A promotional opportunity. The fast food chain has dropped the price of its enchilada and its nacho fries from $4.29 and $2.89 respectively to $1 a piece today only, and when purchased through the Taco Bell app. The company hasn't said whether the promotion is a direct result of the outbreak, but neither nacho fries nor the enchilada contains lettuce, which has been linked to thousands of cases of cyclosporiasis in 41 states. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
No lettuce. All right, so there you go. Maybe that'll make you take a trip over.
I might have to go.
I don't know. All right. 8 o'clock news is coming up. We'll have ABC and Christine James. And then we'll have Bob Teravecchia, Coastal Heritage Bank, right after the news at 8. 7:59. Traffic and weather in the 9s. Northbound Expressway jammed, Furnace Brook to Columbia Road. Route 3 looks good along the South Shore. Southbound is slow, about 1.25 miles at the Sagamore. 25 East is slow at the Bourne, and 24 has some slow spots coming out of Avon into Stoughton. 93 busy after Route 24 over to Canton. 128 slow, 95 to 109. South Shore weather for today. We are going to have a nice day today. In fact, we'll have sunshine, less humid today. High up about 74. Tonight, mainly clear, a low 63. 66 at 8.
This is the South Shore's radio station, WATD FM Marshfield. And on your smart speaker, say play WATD. WATD, here for What's Next.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Not much talking, but more attacks in the Middle East. The U.S. carrying out an 11th straight night of attacks. Bahrain and Saudi Arabia this morning warning about incoming attacks. Secretary of State Marco Rubio asked about the potential for peace talks with Iran.
The problem we're having right now is that they're not serious about talks. If they're serious, we're serious. If they're not, then we will do what is necessary to protect our interest and also the interest of our allies.
That's Marco Rubio. Later this morning, Dover Air Force Base, President Trump did attend the dignified transfer for the remains of some of the troops that were killed in the Middle East. Parts of the Gulf Coast had faced the prospect of a hit from Tropical Storm Bertha. They got that hit. It hit in southern Louisiana and is now headed to the Gulf Coast of Texas. Parts of the Northeast cleaning up after strong storms that canceled thousands of flights earlier this week. And there were water rescues being taken place in and around West Virginia as well. This is ABC News. A fraternity at Texas Christian University has launched a fundraising campaign to help support a member who's been deported to El Salvador by the Trump administration.
A track star and valedictorian at his high school, Luis Andrade Garcia is an accounting and business information major at TCU. When he was arrested for disorderly conduct last month, a check of his immigration status found that he had come to the country illegally when he was 3, and the deportation process began. His fraternity, Lambda Theta Phi, is appealing for Garcia's return and has raised over $15,000 to go toward his legal expenses. Jim Ryan, ABC News in Dallas-Fort Worth.
What does it feel like when you deliver a baby, and are there any surprises?
I would say how slippery the baby was.
Yeah.
A lot of fluids on it. Wasn't expecting that with the rubber gloves.
Berlin Borough, Pennsylvania police officer Dominic Hodson, who helped Taylor Durham give birth in the parking lot of a Wawa convenience store on July 6th. Mom and cop and baby reunited this week. I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.9 WATD.
959WATD.com.
66 degrees outside our South Shore studios at 8:02. Meteorologist Rob Gilman calling for a high today of 74. Going to be nice out there. Sunny, low humidity. News this hour brought to you by Bellstar Jewelry. Tax-free weekend is August 8th and 9th. Beat the rush. Shop Bellstar Jewelry now. They'll hold your purchase so your sale is processed tax-free that weekend. Shop Bellstar Jewelry in the Anderson Plaza, Route 139 in Pembroke. Good morning. I'm Christine James. Now here's what's happening. Jury selection resumes this morning after 17 jurors were selected in the trial of Lindsay Clancy, a Duxbury woman charged in the murders of her 3 children. A total of 18 jurors, including 6 alternates, will be chosen for the trial. Clancy's lawyers and her former husband say she was not responsible for her actions. Defense attorney Kevin Reddington doesn't dispute that she killed the children and is planning to raise an insanity defense. However, prosecutors say the killings were intentional and well-planned, not the work of someone who had lost control. Clancy, a former labor and delivery nurse at Mass General, pleading not guilty to murder charges in the deaths of her children. 3 of them, Cora, Callan, and Dawson, killed in January of 2023. If jury selection is completed today, it's expected that the court will then deal with some motions, including Patrick Clancy's request to restrict access to some of the exhibits involving his children.
Jewelry is more than something you wear. It's a celebration, a milestone, a family story. The pieces you treasure today become the memories you'll pass on tomorrow. That's why generations of South Shore families have trusted Bellstar Jewelry in Pembroke for expert repair, restoration, and guidance. The Frasca family is proud to continue the tradition of personal service and craftsmanship that customers have relied on for decades. Visit Bellstar Jewelry at Anderson Plaza, Route 139 in Pembroke, or online at bellstarjewelry.com. A trusted jeweler is your best advisor. Bellstar Jewelry.
8:04 on 95.9 News Now, sponsored by Coastal Heritage Bank, community-focused, locally trusted. Since 1889, Coastal Heritage Bank, growing together. Member FDIC, member DIF. A 40B project in Plymouth is being challenged. WATD's Tom Gorman has this.
A group of residents is appealing the approval of the controversial Pulte Homes 163-unit affordable condo project in North Plymouth that was recently approved by the town. Town Manager Derek Brindisi explains.
Pulte right now, they again have received their approvals to start construction on their project, 163 units. But right now it's being appealed by a few abutters, and so what Pulte will need to do next is respond to this appeal through the court system, and then a determination will be made after that. If they were to lose this appeal, then the project, may come to an end. If they were to win the appeal, then certainly they'll be moving forward through construction.
Residents have raised concerns over the project.
Folks are certainly still worried about the Pulte project, which is a 163-unit 40B project that was approved by the state and subsequently by the ZBA a few months back. And so, that project is going to continue to have ripple effects in this part of town, both in the traffic volume, in delays in infrastructure projects on Cherry Street and Court Street.
The proposed 40B project calls for 3 buildings, 2 that would have 4 stories, and 1 building with 6 stories on a 3-acre site off Route 3A near Cordage Park. 25% of the units are to be affordable housing. Reporting from Plymouth, Tom Gorman, WATD News.
An efficiency audit is being considered to look at the operations of Marshfield Town Departments. Select Board Chair Rick Smith is spearheading the audit.
The efficiency audit, I think, is a really important piece to looking at Marshfield's financial future, because it's really super important that as we try to fix the structural issues within Marshfield's financial structure, that we try to look for the efficiencies within all of our departments, and that looks to make sure that we're doing things as the best way that we can. It is not at all any kind of a statement against any of our departments or believing that we're operating with anything other than with great discipline already, but it still stands to be said that, as every business knows, you can always get a little bit more efficient. There's always something more you can be doing, and it's always good to have somebody, too, I think, from the outside, a third party, kind of come in and give their opinion. It doesn't implore that we have to act on each of their items that they suggest, but it certainly gives us some ideas on where we can go in the future.
Smith explains how this audit would work.
A third party would come in and they would work with the respective departments to understand the way that their operations are now, understand how they apply best practices within their departments, and then to make recommendations as to areas that they find that could be improved, that could either save the town money or improve the level of service to our residents without having to spend anything further.
Marshfield Select Board will further discuss the proposed audit in the coming weeks. Well, new protections for endangered North Atlantic right whales are almost certain to face a nearly decade-long delay. The House Natural Resources Committee voted last week to extend a moratorium on new rules until 2035, with support from the fishing and lobster industries. Environmentalists warn this could doom the whales, which only number about 380. Federal government has already paused new rules until 2028, and a full congressional vote could happen this summer. We'll be back to take a look at traffic and weather next.
Frankie, what's cooking?
Shouldn't you be at pickleball?
Yeah, I'm off this week.
Well then, let's get you that coffee.
Around here, people remember you and your schedule. At Coastal Heritage Bank, we believe banking should feel just as personal. For generations, we've helped South Shore families with checking, savings, and deposit solutions, combining modern banking technology with the personal service we're known for. Community-focused, locally trusted since 1889. Coastal Heritage Bank, growing together. Member FDIC, member DIF, equal housing lender.
Now, WATD traffic and weather on the 9s.
Good morning. Time now is 8:09 on a Thursday morning, and we are looking at delays this morning as you make your way up into the city. The expressway northbound, heavy and slow in spots from Furnace Brook up towards Southampton Street. It's about 32 minutes. Braintree to Boston. Route 3 looks good on the northbound side. A little slow up by Union Street. Southbound, we've got delays about a mile and a mile and a half of the Sagamore. 25 East is slow, about a half mile at the Bourne. 24 is busy getting by Route 44. And then, we do have some trouble. This is coming in. First of all, we're just getting rid of a few new issues just coming in on Route 24. We're getting reports of a possible crash northbound on 24 near 44. And then you've got delays in both directions in Brockton. The reason is a vehicle is fully engulfed on 24 South. Vehicle fired 24 South at Route 27 in Brockton. But you can see it on the northbound side, obviously, so it's going to slow down. Car on fire on 24 in Brockton. Traffic on the 9s every morning. Traffic emergencies when they happen on WATD. Now the updated South Shore weather.
A real nice morning. After a few towns got a gusty thunderstorm yesterday, especially in the city of Boston. In fact, lightning struck a home in Hull, while just a rumble of thunder and a few drops in Marshfield and Plymouth got nothing at all out of that. Now we're getting much less humidity moving in. A few clouds will move away this morning to sunshine, the high 74 along our coastal neighborhoods as a light sea breeze develops. It'll reach for 80 degrees as you get inland of Route 3A. Tonight, comfortable, clear. Low 58, 63 in Boston. What a nice stretch right through the weekend. Tomorrow, bright sunshine, a high of 73 along our beaches. And into Saturday, sun, a few clouds. It'll reach the low 80s away from the ocean. Sunday, sun, a few clouds, a high near 80. Next weather in just 10 minutes. For WATD, I'm meteorologist Rob Gilman.
66 degrees outside our South Shore studios. 8:11, that's local news. I'm Christine James, sending it back to Rob Hakala and our favorite bank president, Bob Terravecchia, live and in person, right here on 95.9 WATD.
You got it, Christine. The South Shore's Morning News rolls on. Time now to check in with Bob Terravecchia from Coastal Heritage Bank. This segment proudly sponsored by Coastal Heritage Bank, community focused, locally trusted since 1889. Coastal Heritage Bank, growing together, member FDIC, member DIF. Bob is the chair and CEO of Coastal Heritage Bank. Bob, good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Christine, I'm also a coffee guy, right?
Yes.
Coffee and tea.
Yes, thank you very much.
Anytime.
Keeping
Yes,
us well
indeed.
plied with good beverages.
Very good.
Just here to help. And if my friend Anthony drank coffee, I'd bring him one too.
That's true, Anthony.
It's all right,
Anthony.
I walk in with my energy drinks every day.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Anthony with his energy drink, keeping them all. What do you got there, Anthony, for the YouTube?
It's a Monster
oh,
today.
Monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's repping Monster today.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I know. It's when I was doing the my civic duty. The who is it? The who's the person that's in charge of the jury there? What do we call that? The
four-person.
Oh, the four-person.
Yeah.
Four-person always had those Monster drinks.
Did they really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
They keep me
He's
alive.
a business guy.
so-
He travels
yeah.
all around the country. All right. Well, Bob is here. Bob Terravecchia,
Yes.
Coastal Heritage Bank, and so good to see you, Bob.
Great to see you
What
all.
are we getting into this week?
Well, have you ever heard of the term follow the money?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right?
Always.
Always,
love
right,
that.
Christine? Follow the money. You always hear
Exactly.
that.
Wow.
Usually on crime shows.
Yeah.
Right? Or anything like the
Yeah.
mob. Just follow the money.
Or like a crooked politician.
Yes.
Same good one.
Right.
Follow the money.
Just follow the money in
the
a hearing,
trail.
right? When they want to get their 2-second soundbite.
Yeah, follow the money, and then it's guys with cigars.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Well-
I'm sorry. Now it's stereotype.
Well, there was a report that Jamar Green, our chief risk officer, reported, and he was sharing it with us recently. And it's a report from FinCEN, which is the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, which is a department of the U.S. Treasury. So FinCEN comes out, and this is a public report if anyone wants to read it. It's dense with a lot of statistics and information, but FinCEN's mission is to safeguard the financial system by combating money laundering and other financial crimes. So it's a repository where companies that are required to report to it send all their information, and we send them using a report called a suspicious activity report. So we call it a SAR. That's what we call it in the banking world. We'll say, hey, I got to file a SAR. But sounds important, and it is. We're required to. So under bank anti-money laundering and countering of terrorism laws that have been on the books since the 1970s, banks are required to file these suspicious activity reports when we detect or suspect there's something that's kind of weird going on with financial movement of monies.
In what in any case?
Not in any case. That's a good question. So it's typically if there's a suspicion of, in a lot of times if there's suspicion of fraud, money laundering, things of that nature. That's when we're required to file these SARs. And the FinCEN gets millions of these reports a year. And what happens is law enforcement goes in and uses those reports to sort of do a money trail. And that's where I say follow the money. So oftentimes what they'll do is there may be a consortium of, say, bad actors that are working, trying to send money to 50 different institutions and credit unions and different type of money, like it could be brokerages and so forth. And let's say they're all filing these SARs and the same name keeps coming up of the person who owns the money. This is an opportunity for the government and law enforcement to kind of piece it all together. So oftentimes these types of reports are used in criminal trials to convict people of and it's kind of connecting the dots, if you will, because transactions, individual transactions may seem very innocuous, but when you put them on a big board with the yarn going here. You know, you see those on the crime.
That,
Don't you love that when you see the boss, like on The Sopranos? Remember that when they had it?
Yeah.
The boss, and then they'd have the yarn going here.
Yeah.
And the capo
they do that.
right?
All the connections.
The connections.
Very cinematic.
They did that in Murders in the Building, too. They had a murder board as well. You know, who is related to this and that, you know, and you're right. Transactions.
Yes.
Who's connected to whom.
That's right.
Now, Bob, is there a money amount when it comes to, does anything above a certain amount automatically get flagged? Is there a computer or an algorithm or that you guys use?
Well, that's a good question. Yes, there are metrics that we use that would bring something to the attention, and a lot of it's done now by, if you can imagine, AI.
Well, I was going to wonder, because I know AI, you know, there are certain good things where you would wonder, you know, that's what I'm thinking, like a computer saying, hey, I see this or I notice this pattern first.
That's right.
I'm going to flag a human.
That's right.
And then you get a human to get involved.
That's exactly how we do it.
Yeah.
So there's certain patterns that would lead one to believe that there's no economic purpose for the transactions, you know. So some of it has to do with cash transactions. A lot of it has to do with, like, and some of it's just when for example, if we have a customer, and we've had this situation, which is very sad. We've had customers, do you ever hear like the romance scams?
Yeah.
Where somebody meets somebody online, they get catfished, and they fall in love, and they become vulnerable, they're lonely. They start sending this person money. Yeah. And let's say the person lives far away, and they'll say, listen, and I'm going to give you money and you can come visit me. And I need an operation. So we've had this situation where we've detected patterns of people starting to send large sums of money out of their pattern. And then, you know, we talk to them, and let's say they go to the police. In instances like that, we'll file a suspicious activity report. And that suspicious activity report could then be used to maybe the bad actor is doing this in multiple jurisdictions with multiple victims, and they can aggregate that information. And maybe now they figure out it's not just one crime that this person, but this person's connected with some type of consortium of a conspiracy to do it over hundreds of people or thousands of people. So in a lot of instances, that's where a lot of these types of suspicious activity reports go.
And you try to save people. I think that's become really a big part of the bank's role, right, Bob? Your organization and banks in general, for most part, you're not necessarily going to be able to get some of these bad actors from another country.
Not at all.
The only thing you can do is try to help prevent other people from falling prey, and also someone that continues to drain their bank account. I don't know if it's the that it just happens a lot in Hingham, or Hingham Police are very good about reporting it. There was just a story yesterday, right, about the an 85-year-old guy, $18,000, and a lot of people writing in there. You know, he went to his bank and wired it out of his checking account or something like that, and this can happen, right?
It's absolutely, and it does happen, and it's devastating. And this is where it gets.
I don't know. Is there a rule or law? Like, is it depend on the age, or I mean, he's a customer, he's his own person. He comes in and says, "This is my money."
That's Rob.
So, what do you do? Do you come in and say, "Are you sure?" Or can you ask that at least?
Well, it's an art.
Okay, what can you tell me?
Yeah. No, you're right. It's an art, not a science, because you hit the nail on the head, because you don't want to insult somebody.
Yeah.
You want to respect their privacy. Right? Because, hey, it's my money. If I want to come in and take my money out, what are you bothering me for?
Yeah, and imagine having that thing in line. You could see somebody being,
we've had that.
You know, people in the lobby like, I'm embarrassed.
That's exactly right.
You know, I would. You could see that. So it's a fine line for the bank, but people are wondering, you know, and you can see on Facebook a lot of people were like, why didn't the bank tell this guy?
Well, that's the problem. Is there's two ends of the spectrum. It's so easy when you see the facts laid out and the person lost $100,000.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to say the bank should have done this or the credit union should have done this. But we've also had instances where we've gotten yelled at by customers for that. Why are you bothering me?
Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah,
I have every right in the world, and they threatened us.
Maybe it ends up being a legitimate reason.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm going to go to the police and say to you people that you're harassing me. You know, so there's no perfect way to do it. I think you have to you have to really kind of know your customer.
That's a
one
tough
of the
one.
things I pride ourselves with as a community bank. We
Do
know
you
our
give
customers.
your tellers a little discretion, or is that a tough thing? I mean,
Well,
I
it's facts
suppose
and circumstances.
they may know
Rob.
the people.
They
That's the
know
thing.
the people
They
that
know
come
the
in.
people. Yeah.
They know that. And what I've noticed from what I talk to people is, see, if somebody's being scammed, first of all, they get very embarrassed and defensive.
Yeah, I
and
know.
then when the realization is that we inform them and say, Anthony, I think you're being scammed. Now, your first thing is going to be like, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
and you're going to get
exactly.
defensive and you're going to get angry.
Yeah.
But we've had that situation where after a couple of times, they'll come back in and they're very sheepish. And they'll put their head down and they'll say, you know, you were right.
So what advice would you give to people that are maybe suspicious of some activity or could be going through something like that?
You know, this is I'm cynical by nature, right? Don't ever give people money that you've never met before. Don't ever act urgent. Like, that's one thing. Usually these actors, Anthony, you got to do something now, and they'll threaten you or your family.
Yeah.
What you got to do is
they pretend to be a government
Yeah,
agency.
go to
This
a
one was
trusted.
like, I'm a Federal Trade Commission
That's
agent.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
or I'm with the
'Cause how
sheriff.
can
The
you
IRS.
really-
IRS, yeah. And they all of these organizations sometimes have to write on Facebook or social media, we will never do this.
That's exactly right. Go to somebody you trust. If you don't want to talk to people at the bank because you'll.
I get it. Just have somebody that you
Talk
know.
to somebody.
Have your relative or a
Correct.
friend, and
Or
just
call the police.
Yeah.
Tim Cruz talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
They have a hotline at the DA's office of resources available. If something's suspicious, just stop for a minute. Nothing needs to be done exactly right then and there. You follow me?
Yeah.
That's the advice I would give. Easy to say. I know that.
Yeah.
Because when you're not in that moment.
I always wonder sometimes as well, maybe someday this will be a good use of AI in your home. You'll be able to ask your home computer, you say, hey, do you think I should take out that money? And your computer will say, no, Dave, do not take out that
maybe
money.
like researching.
Yeah,
especially if
no,
this
but
is
you're
a-
right.
It
I
could
mean,
be a scam because
it could be, but I think
Yeah.
what Bob's saying too, you get in that moment, all of a sudden, it's like the logic part goes out
Absolutely.
and the emotion part
That's
is,
right.
and that's what they know what they're doing.
They
and
know
that's how they get
exactly.
you. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
So be careful out there.
All right. Well, Bob Teravecchia, Coastal Heritage Bank, there he is out there. Ed Perry checking in as well. He is Bob, of course, is the CEO of Coastal Heritage Bank. Ed Perry is the CEO of Marshfield Broadcasting.
Thank you, folks. Great to see you
Good
again.
to see you, Bob Teravecchia. Hey, Ed Perry.
Hey,
There's
Ed.
Ed Perry. Good morning, Ed Perry.
The old troll is in the house.
How you doing,
That's
Ed?
me, the old troll of rock and roll. I just want to thank you all for what you're doing to keep the radio station going and keep the people informed.
We love it. It was a good segment today talking about it, helping people not
Absolutely.
get scammed out of their money.
That's
you
right.
know?
Well, we're having fun.
Yeah, we are.
This radio station is having fun. We've been here for almost 49 years now, and we're having fun. We've just doing what we've done, and we're doing it more and better than we ever did. So
how about that?
Yeah, and we got great people, great people.
Cheers to another 49.
Yeah, he's going to be doing very well.
Yeah, Anthony's doing a great job.
Anthony will be here at the 100th anniversary. Because I won't.
Fingers crossed.
Wow. Yeah, I know. Wow. All right. Bob Teravecchia, thank you.
Thank
we'll
you,
talk
folks.
to you next Thursday. Ed Perry, as always, thank you as well. That's Ed Perry, and you can see him up there on YouTube now on WATD Radio. Ed, say hello to the viewers. There you go. All right. Let's get an update now on the roads and the weather forecast. And as we take a look at the expressway, that's heavy. Furnace Brook up towards Southampton Street. Route 3 northbound, a little busy in Braintree, but overall not bad. Southbound, we had about a mile plus back up at the Sagamore, 25 east, about a mile at the Bourne. 24, we were dealing with that vehicle fire. The fire, 24 south, right lane vehicle fire after Route 27 in Brockton. The northbound side is going to be slow through Brockton with Curiosity. South Shore weather for today. Going to be a nice day today. Lots of sunshine. A few wispy clouds, 74. Tonight, mainly clear, a low 63, and tomorrow, plenty of sun, a high 73. 67 in Marshfield at the weather station, WATD. Weather sponsored by Mutual of Omaha and David Tortolot. You know, if you want to talk about reverse mortgages, this is the guy to talk to. You talk to me about radio and Star Trek. You talk to David Tortolot about reverse mortgages. He's going to hang out and talk with you all day about it. Your local reverse mortgage specialist, David Tortolot. Give him a call, 617-797-3277. Sports next. I'm talking with David Tortolot, a local certified reverse mortgage professional with Mutual of Omaha Reverse Mortgage. David, I've heard you say that the growth feature on a reverse mortgage line of credit is considered to be the secret sauce that makes this unique home mortgage so special. Can you explain that?
Sure, Rob. The most popular way to set up a reverse mortgage is to set it all up as a reverse equity line of credit. This is the part that I refer to as the secret sauce. So let me explain. While the unborrowed line of credit sits in the home, the amount of that line of credit actually grows because the borrower's age increases after the reverse mortgage is in place. It's sort of a protection or hedge on a portion of the home's equity that continues to grow over time, even if the home value goes down after the reverse mortgage is in place.
Call 617-797-3277. NMLS number 46902. Lender NMLS number 1025894. Equal housing lender. WATD Sports, sponsored by Hingham Lumber, the Better Builders Yard, offering services like kitchen and bath design, paint consultation, tool and equipment repair, and so much more. Visit them online, hinghamlumber.com, or stop by their newly renovated Cohasset storefront today. Hingham Lumber. Red Sox, well, the winning streak came to an end last night. Red Sox did match, though, the 1946 record of 15 straight wins with the victory over the Orioles in the afternoon game, 6-3. Red Sox would lose the night game in the doubleheader, 5-1. Red Sox are off today. They'll begin a 3-game weekend series against the Blue Jays at Fenway tomorrow night at 7:15. And the Revolution played to a scoreless tie against Toronto FC last night in Foxborough.
Can you imagine the morning sun spilling into your kitchen, or soft daylight brightening a once dark hallway? Whether you're dreaming of a more inviting home or building your next standout project, Hingham Lumber has you covered with Velux Skylight Systems. They aren't your average skylights. Every Velux skylight comes with a solar-powered room darkening shade, so you can enjoy warm, natural light when you want it and energy-efficient comfort all year long. Consider a venting model, welcoming in fresh air, improving indoor air quality, and reducing moisture in kitchens and baths. Homeowners love the airy, open feel and stylish upgrade. Contractors appreciate the smooth, straightforward installation and the impressive results their clients notice right away. Velux skylights are designed for performance and simplicity. It's a bright upgrade with a big impact on your space, your comfort, and your energy savings. Ready to add more natural light and comfort to your space? Talk to the door and window team at Hingham Lumber on Route 3A in Cohasset or at hinghamlumber.com.
For 250 years, America has been built on exploration, and there's never been a better time to hit the road. Celebrate with Sullivan Tires Explore America Road Trip Sale. Save on the tires you can trust. First, buy 3, get 1 free on all Uniroyal tires. Or get $100 instant savings when you buy 4 select Michelin, BF Goodrich, or Continental tires. And get $80 off when you buy 4 select General tires with purchase and installation.
Don't miss these special deals only this month at Sullivan Tire.
You're waking up with the South Shore's Morning News, 95.9 WATD. Thanks for being with us on a Thursday. Rob Hakala with the morning team. Christine James in our newsroom. Anthony Ciano is our intern. And you on the text line. Be a part of the show. Text in 781-837-4900, 781-837-4900. That is our text line, sponsored by Auto Shine Auto Body in Abington and Braintree, 781-837-4900. We are coming to you, of course, from the beautiful, we just had him in here, Bob Teravecchia, Coastal Heritage Bank Studios. Community focused, locally trusted since 1889. Coastal Heritage Bank, growing together. Member FDIC, member DIF, Coastal Heritage Bank. And Anthony, you can go to the YouTube and see the studio. You can watch the show. We've got a link to the YouTube now on our homepage, 959whd.com. You can see Bob and Anthony sitting in.
Yeah.
And
put a face to the names.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Lord Hanaway says he is also a Monster guy as well. Loves the Monster energy drinks. So he is with you.
Are awesome.
Yep, he is all on energy just like you. And he says it was nice to see Ed Perry in studio. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Ed Perry, our founder and owner, was up in a few. And of course, you can go back if you missed him. You can go watch it later when the video goes up. 8:30 News is next with Christine. We've got Goldie Bounce Golf right after the 8:30 News. It's traffic and weather in the 9s right now. We had a vehicle fire, 24 southbound in the right lane after Route 27 in Brockton being worked. The northbound side is slow in Brockton with Curiosity. Route 3 a little busy near Union Street. Southbound is slow, a mile and a quarter at the Sagamore. 25 east, a 3/4 mile back up at the Bourne. And the expressway is heavy, Furnace Brook up towards Adams Street. South Shore weather for today. We're going to have a nice day today. Lots of sunshine. 74 tonight, mainly clear. A low down to 63. Right now, 67 in Marshfield. Good morning. It's 8:30.
The South Shore on 95.9 FM WATD.
68 degrees outside our South Shore studios at 8:30. Meteorologist Rob Gilman has a beauty of a day on tap. 74 is your high. News this hour brought to you by Tiny & Sons Glass. His boys do a good job. Call 1-888-64-TINIES. Good morning. I'm Christine James. Now here's what's happening.
Tropical storm Bertha is right now making its slow westward march across southern Louisiana, dumping rain and bringing with it the risk of dangerous storm surge and rip currents.
That's ABC. Meanwhile, Stoughton's police chief is no longer on the job. Leah Barold, an attorney for Donna McNamara, releasing a statement to WATD News saying that then police chief Donna McNamara filed a formal harassment complaint with the Stoughton Select Board against town manager Thomas Coulter, accusing him of engaging in a pattern of gossip and disparagement against McNamara and constantly calling and texting her on her cell phone. Barold says the town has then released a false statement saying McNamara voluntarily stepped down and that acting police chief had been named. She also said that Coulter engaged in a campaign to assassinate the well-earned reputation of Chief McNamara. Reports say that Deputy Chief James O'Connor has been named acting chief. WATD News reached out to the Stoughton Police Department for comment, and we were referred to the town manager, who we also reached out to, but we have not yet heard back from them. Meanwhile, Tom Coulter is a former Kingston state rep, and he was also the former Kingston town administrator. Pulte Homes affordable condo project that was recently approved by the Plymouth Zoning Board of Appeals is being challenged by potential abutters. A group of residents appealing the approval of the controversial Pulte Homes, a 163-unit affordable condo project in North Plymouth that was recently approved by the town. Here's town manager Derek Brindisi.
Pulte right now, they again have received their approvals to start construction on their project, 163 units. But it's right now it's being appealed by a few abutters, and so what Pulte will need to do next is respond to this appeal through the court system, and then a determination will be made after that.
Many residents have concerns over this 40B project.
Folks are certainly still worried about the Pulte project that was approved by the state and subsequently by the ZBA a few months back, and so that project is going to continue to have ripple effects in this part of town, both in the traffic volume and delays in infrastructure projects on Cherry Street and Court Street.
Now, the proposed project calls for 3 buildings, 2 that would have 4 stories and 1 with 6 stories on a 3-acre site off of Route 3A near Cordage Park.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome opening day. Pembroke Titans softball.
Okay, Hattie, you got this. Just relax.
I know, Dad.
First batter coming to the plate.
I know, Hattie, but just keep your eye on the ball. Just keep your eye on the ball.
Dad, relax. I do got this.
I know, Hattie, remember, don't swing at the first pitch.
Daddy!
And here's the pitch. That is in fact, that's a home run.
Sorry about your windshield, Dad.
Are you kidding me? That was awesome. I'm keeping the inspection sticker for a souvenir.
Windshield broken by a home run? Call Tiny first. 1-888-64-TINIES.
That's my Hattie.
8:34 here at 95.9. News now brought to you by Wiemeyer Dentistry. Experience quality care with state-of-the-art equipment that will exceed your expectations every step of the way online at wiemeyerdentistry.com. Well, joining me now live in studio, we have Marshfield Veteran Services Agent Karen Paulette and Assistant Marshfield Veteran Service Agent, and that's Lisa Potts. Thanks so much for joining us
God,
today.
that's a mouthful, isn't it? First thing in the morning?
Those are some big titles, and you got plenty of information here. As always, just telling us some of the great things that this town does to help veterans. I love this. I love this picture too.
Isn't this great?
I love this Marshfield Veterans Coffee Hour. He looks like he's fine. He's looked like he's had 15 cups of coffee.
Canteen, right?
He's
the
happy.
canteen cup full of black roast
I
coffee.
love that. I love that.
Full
Now,
of coffee.
the last Wednesday of the month, you have people have a standing date at the Marshfield Council on Aging, and that is a special Veterans Coffee Hour from 10 to 11. And you have it's a great place to stop, to meet, to get camaraderie, and lots of information, Karen.
Yes,
It's free fun.
It is
Isn't that
free
what we
fun
call
and
it?
great donuts and
donuts.
snacks. We have veterans and spouses, families are welcome to come and learn about. Our guest speaker this month is Duxbury Bay Maritime School. Kristen Gillespie will be there, and she will be talking about some programs that they offer free for veterans. And quickly, I'll just go over that they do sailing. They do rowing, so you need to take a rowing class before you go the row on the water.
Okay.
So it's just a really great opportunity for veterans who would like to get on the water, whether they're in a wheelchair, doesn't matter. They're wheelchair adaptive, which is wonderful.
I saw this.
Yes.
This is terrific.
Yep. So really just, Google them, and it's Duxbury Bay Maritime, and it'll come right up, and it shows all their programs are all on their website.
If people are not familiar with Duxbury Maritime School, is it just an organization that does everything water related? How does that work?
So the school itself, the building's beautiful. The Maritime Center is absolutely stunning. And I think this is a program it's an adaptive program. So the different maritime centers on the South Shore do run adaptive programs. So this must just be the one that they're doing specifically, and they offer it for veterans, which is just phenomenal. The Vets on the Bay has been a huge program over the past couple of years.
That was in June.
Yeah,
Yep.
that just went by. That was in June. And a couple of our spouses attended and absolutely loved it.
What a
Yep.
great
Yep.
idea.
And the rowing on the water is through the end of August.
Right.
So there's still time to actually participate in that, and it's
That's
all
awesome.
veterans, so just give
gonna-
them a call.
We're going to learn about it as well, because we
Yes.
don't know enough about it. So we're looking forward to having them next Wednesday.
Always wear a life preserver.
Yes.
And what about the nuts and bolts of this? It's amazing. Just when we talk off the air sometimes, so many programs, guidelines, opportunities for veterans and their spouses to get benefits that they earned and they deserved.
Yes.
But that's something almost impossible to navigate by yourself, Karen.
Yeah, sometimes the requirements of the VA that they put on these veterans and families is very cumbersome. And it's just helpful to go to see someone who's been doing it and understands the process and make sure all those T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, that you put everything in that needs to go in to get those benefits. And it's different for everybody. So really, just because someone in your position didn't get it there doesn't mean you're not eligible. So always ask, just what are my benefits? This is what's going on in my life. This was my veteran, or this is me.
And it doesn't, if you're a veteran, it doesn't matter whether you saw combat or not, you're still a veteran.
Correct.
Why is that such a common misconception?
I think it's a sense of, I didn't do what that one did, right? I didn't go to war, or I didn't get injured, or I don't deserve it, or whatever that thought process is. And we try to negate that with, you served. These are your benefits, and if you don't take them, they go away. They do not go to the next one waiting. There is nobody waiting. They have their own benefits that they have earned. Everybody has their own. So it's important not to leave them on the table for Uncle Sam.
Absolutely. And I want to ask you if we can just jump ahead. Remember, mark your calendar, the last Wednesday of the month,
Yes.
10 to 11, Council on Aging, here in Marshfield for the Veterans Coffee Hour.
Yes.
I want to jump ahead because this looks really cool. August 6th is a Thursday at 10 a.m. right here at the Veterans Park, which I know they've done some great work on that place. There's a grand opening and a wheel dedication. Tell me more, please.
Yes. So our wheel dedication, Greg and Lori Wheeler, and all of their volunteers who constructed this amazing wheel. The donation, this is their second donation. They've done the wheel that's been at the park, and now they've redone a new one.
Right,
that
the
is
big
at
water
park.
wheel, and
it's
it is
absolutely stunning.
Absolutely.
So we're going to do a grand reopening of the park, but we're going to do it in conjunction with Purple Heart Day.
And what is Purple Heart Day?
So Purple Heart Day is August 7th every year, and we in Marshfield are a Purple Heart town. So we honor all those men and women who have received the Purple Heart and have been injured or killed in action. So Purple Heart Day, Purple Heart Month doesn't not only our fallen veterans, but those who live in our community who've earned the medal.
That's really nice, and I think what a great work. And again, I love the fact that their name is Wheeler.
It is kind of funny, isn't it?
I couldn't help it.
It's great.
It's beautiful.
And they are a great group. What a great group of people. Unbelievable.
It just helps you remember always think, for the way we live, stop and thank a veteran.
Oh my goodness.
So we wouldn't be here without them.
We will say parking is limited down at the park, right? So there's that small parking lot. So either, try to, if you're going to attend, carpool.
Jack Conway offered their lot, so we can park some cars there.
Okay.
But it's going to be tight, and please be careful when we're crossing that street.
And again, Thursday, August 6th, 10 a.m.
Yes.
at the Veterans Park. If people need to get a hold of you for any question to do with the Veterans Office here in Marshfield, best contact way?
781-834-5576 on the Town of Marshfield website under Veteran Services, or follow us on Facebook.
And how do you find you in Town Hall? I'd love to hear this.
First floor, first door.
There you go.
On the right.
Thank you. Sounds like it should be a store. I love that.
Yeah.
Again, that's Karen Paulette. She's the Marshfield Veterans Agent. And Lisa Potts, the Assistant Marshfield Veterans Agent. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
We've got traffic and weather right after this.
I'm Dr. Wiemeyer from Contemporary Prosthodontics in Duxbury. If you have dental problems such as worn, broken, or missing teeth, dentures that aren't fitting right, or your smile just isn't what it used to be, a prosthodontist is the dental specialist that can help you. We can design a treatment for you that can be accomplished entirely in our office. Veneers, crowns, bridges, dental implants, dentures, you name it. We also offer financial solutions to make it affordable. Call us today for a free consultation, 781-934-2300, or find us at contemporarypro.com.
Now, WATD traffic and weather on the 9s.
And as we'll start over on Route 24 on the northbound side, we're dealing with a vehicle fire. 24 on the southbound side, it was in the area near Route 27 in Brockton being cleaned up, and I think it has been now. Yeah, that's good news. Northbound side of 24, just some pockets through Avon and Stoughton, so no more southbound delays. Northbound on Route 3, a little busy in Braintree. Southbound slows at Derby Street in Hingham, then slow for about a mile, a little less approaching the Sagamore. 25 east, about a half-mile delay at the Bourne. And the expressway northbound is busy. Furnace Brook still up towards Southampton Street. Traffic on the 9s every morning. Traffic emergencies when they happen on WATD. Now, South Shore weather.
At the Blue Hill Observatory, comfortable this morning, 59 degrees. The dew point down to 54 with a breeze now from the northwest, 9 gusting to 14 miles an hour. The barometer, 30.01 inches and rising. High pressure very slowly building our way from the Midwest. And that's going to bring a great stretch of vacation weather here on the South Shore as we go into and right through the weekend. A couple of gusty thunderstorms around. One of them yesterday brought nearly an inch of rain around Boston and Hull, a few towns in northern parts of Plymouth County. There are just a few drops left as that thunder shower tracked off to the south and east near Marshfield, and nothing at all recorded at Plymouth. While at Blue Hill, the last couple of days, we've had nearly an inch and a half of rain. Of course, Plymouth got the heavier rain on Tuesday, while nothing yesterday, and now we're in for an improving trend to the sky. A few clouds first thing. Sunshine will take over. The high 74 with a light sea breeze developing. Near 80 as you get inland of Route 3A. Tonight, clear, comfortable, the low 58, 63 in the city. Tomorrow, a good deal of bright sunshine, low humidity. Again, low to mid 70s along our coastline. And right into Saturday, low 80s, hotter, with the low humidity as you get inland of Route 3A. Sunday, sun, a few clouds, a high near 80. Next, weather in just 10 minutes. For WATD, I'm meteorologist Rob Gilman.
68 degrees outside our South Shore studios, 8:44 and 44 seconds. That's local news. I'm Christine James. We've got more for you. We've got Rob Hakala right here on 95.9 WATD.
Christine, thank you. The South Shore's Morning News rolls on. It's golf time now. Every week at this time, we check in with our golf reporter, Liza Churchill, Goldie Bounce Golf. She joins us every week at this time on WATD. And Anthony, yes, she's hoping you're going to take up golfing. I know she just sent us an email last night. She wants Anthony to go golfing at an event.
Yeah.
Goldie,
Listen.
he would if he could. He would if he could.
I'm not the best at
Mini golf is a little bit more your speed. It's more my speed.
Oh, yeah. Mini golf, yeah.
Mini golf and ice cream.
Sign me up, yeah.
For my grandfather, though, it's definitely 18 in a Manhattan for him. For me, it's more mini golf and ice cream. That's my speed.
That sounds like a good day.
Yeah. All right, well, it's golf time now. We're going to check in with Liza Churchill, Goldie Bounce Golf. And this week, Liza's going to talk about some local junior golf news. She's got a great segment here. This week's 78th U.S. Junior Amateur Championship is underway in Pennsylvania. Goldie's taking a look at 3 talented Massachusetts golfers who earned their place in one of the most prestigious junior championships in the world. Here's Goldie.
A look at golf from our region and beyond. This is Goldie Bounce Golf. And to tell you all about it, here's Goldie.
Golf fans have been following some familiar names at this year's U.S. Junior Amateur Championship at Sicon Valley Country Club in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, especially Charlie Woods, the son of Tiger Woods. This year's tournament is the 78th U.S. Junior Amateur Championship and one that's been showcasing the world's best young golfers since 1948. Play began on Monday, July 20th, with 264 of the world's top junior golfers competing in 2 rounds of stroke play. After 36 holes on Monday and Tuesday, only the low 64 players advanced to the match play, with the championship concluding this coming Saturday. For those who may not know, the U.S. Junior Amateur is one of the most prestigious events in golf for players under the age of 19. Many of golf's biggest names first made their national headlines here, like Tiger Woods, who won the championship 3 consecutive times, along with Jordan Spieth, Scottie Scheffler, Johnny Miller, and David Duval. In other words, this championship has a remarkable history of producing future PGA Tour stars. While Charlie Woods drew much of the national attention this year, I thought would shine the spotlight a little closer to home and recognize 3 outstanding young golfers from Massachusetts who earned the opportunity to compete on one of amateur golf's biggest stages. Thomas Constantine of Franklin, the reigning Massachusetts Junior Amateur champ, earned his place among the world's best junior golfers. Joining him was Seamus O'Halloran of Hamilton, who qualified by firing a terrific 5 under par 67 at Bayberry Hills Golf Course in West Yarmouth on Cape Cod. Also representing Massachusetts was Max Zides of North Attleboro, another talented junior golfer who proved he belongs among the nation's elite young players. Although the Massachusetts golfers didn't advance to the low 64-player match play bracket, nor did Charlie Woods, by the way, simply qualifying for the 78th U.S. Junior Amateur Championship is an extraordinary accomplishment. They competed against elite junior golfers from across the U.S. and more than 30 countries. So earning a place in this field is something to be incredibly proud of. Their play this week is once again a reminder that championship caliber golf is thriving here in the Commonwealth. The next gen of great players are practicing on our public golf courses, competing in our state championships, and proving they can compete on golf's biggest amateur stages. Congratulations to Thomas Constantine, Seamus O'Halloran, and Max Zides for representing Massachusetts so well. We'll certainly be following your careers in the years ahead. This is Goldie Bounce Golf. I'm Liza Churchill for 959 WATD.
Goldie Bounce Golf. We do it every Thursday at this time, 95.9 WATD. Traffic and weather next.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu!
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
WATD time, 8:49. Back out to the roads. WATD traffic and weather on the 9s and the drive on Route 3 northbound. Some moderate volume northbound in Braintree. Southbound definitely bunching up in the Derby Street lane drop in Hingham, and then slow at the Sagamore. 25 east is slow at the Bourne. And the expressway northbound is heavy from Adams Street up towards Columbia Road. 24 is busy as you make your way up through Avon and Stoughton. Traffic on the 9s every morning. Traffic emergencies when they happen on WATD. Now, the updated South Shore weather. Our Chief Meteorologist is Rob Gilman with the South Shore's most accurate and dependable weather, sponsored by Cape Cod 5. Passionate about supporting the financial wellness of individuals, families, and businesses across southeastern Massachusetts. Visit their new location on Commerce Way in Plymouth today.
A real nice morning. After a few towns got a gusty thunderstorm yesterday, especially in the city of Boston. In fact, lightning struck a home in Hull, while just a rumble of thunder and a few drops in Marshfield, and Plymouth got nothing at all out of that. Now we're getting much less humidity moving in. A few clouds will move away this morning to sunshine, the high 74 along our coastal neighborhoods as a light sea breeze develops. It'll reach for 80 degrees as you get inland of Route 3A. Tonight, comfortable, clear, low 58, 63 in Boston. What a nice stretch right through the weekend. Tomorrow, bright sunshine, a high of 73 along our beaches. And it's a Saturday, sun, a few clouds. It'll reach the low 80s away from the ocean. Sunday, sun, a few clouds, a high near 80. Next weather in just 10 minutes. For WATD, I'm meteorologist Rob Gilman.
Thank you, Rob. And right now, outside our studio, 68 degrees. Sports coming up next.
At Cape Cod 5, we believe financial strength isn't built alone. It's built together. From saving for a home to working toward retirement or planning for the future, we're here to provide tools, guidance, and personal service to help you move forward with confidence. And our team of community bankers will partner with you every step of the way because we care about your financial goals. And together, we can help you achieve them. We look forward to helping you. CapeCod5.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 401717.
WATD Sports at 8:52. Good morning. I'm Rob Hakala. And our sports report is being sponsored by the Early Law Group. Injured? Call early before it's too late. 617-444-7777 for attorney Chris Early. All right, well, all good things must come to an end, I'm afraid, Anthony. And so the Red Sox, they were able to tie the all-time record, which is great, because that had not been done since 1946. So we're going
quite a while back.
Yeah, that's a long time. So they've never won 15 straight games. They did it in 1946, and that would be it until now. You're living it.
Yeah.
2026. So they do get the win in the afternoon. That sounds like that was the fun game to be at when that moment happened. That must have been exciting, I would think.
That must have been
fun.
fun.
I mean, the Red Sox beat the Orioles.
FOMO.
6-3, yeah, absolutely. And then there was a night game. I saw somebody posted that went to the night game to see if they could beat the
because that would have been historic.
Yeah, he just posted, I ended the streak. I'm sorry. He was there watching the game when the Red Sox lost to the Orioles in the night game. So they win 6-3 in the afternoon. They lose the nightcap 5-1, losing to the Baltimore Orioles. So the Red Sox, though, still tying. They made history and they were denied history in a sense, right? So
still a great run, though.
Yeah, no, I think so, too.
15 games is a lot.
I think so, yeah. Let's see. Red Sox manager Chad Tracy spoke after the two games.
We just won 15 games in a row, and I think all of us knew that that's going to end at some point. It just happened to end tonight, so they're already refocused.
They are refocused. Okay.
It'll happen again.
Yep. Let's hope it's not 80 years again, though.
I know.
We'll see. Anyway, Red Sox will be back to work tomorrow night. They're off tonight, and tomorrow they'll take on the Blue Jays at Fenway, 7:15 tomorrow. And the Revolution, no score last night, 0-0 tie in soccer. Revolution and Toronto FC in Foxborough last night. It The Revolution will host Atlanta United Saturday night in Foxborough at 7:30.
Hi, I'm attorney Chris Early. If you've been injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or another serious accident, you may be feeling overwhelmed, stressed, and unsure of what to do next. That's where me and my team can help. At Early Law Group, we take the time to listen, answer your questions, and guide you through the legal process every step of the way. We believe every client deserves personal attention and compassionate representation.
Injured? Call early before it's too late. Early Law Group, 617-444-7777. That's 617-444-7777.
Call early before it's too late.
Plan a getaway and enjoy a long weekend exploring Plymouth. Go outside and whale watch, hike, walk along the ocean, and dine outdoors. At night, enjoy live music, theater, art shows, and ice cream under the stars. Begin your Friday night at the corner of Court and North from 4 to 6 and listen to live music at Sea Plymouth's Fridays on Shirley Square. Then head into a weekend of relaxed fun. Plan your Plymouth getaway on the Sea Plymouth app, brought to you by visitma.com.
Join the South Shore Conservatory for a swingin' evening under the stars. This Saturday, it's Sinatra Under the Stars with a swingin' affair big band in the Carr Amphitheater. Artistic director Steve Bass and vocalist Donnie Norton team up to present an unforgettable night of tunes from the Great American Songbook, featuring crooners from the Rat Pack era, including Frank Sinatra, Bobby Darin, Dean Martin, and Ella Fitzgerald. Enjoy the lively vibe as some of Boston's best jazz artists deliver big band swing at its finest. It's Sinatra Under the Stars with South Shore Conservatory this Saturday at 7. Tickets are available online at sscmusic.org.
Now, the Old Colony Elder Services Tip of the Month. As we celebrate Independence Day, we're reminded that independence means something special at every life stage. For older adults, it may mean remaining connected to family, community, and culture. OCES offers services that help individuals remain independent in their own homes and communities. To learn more about how OCES supports independence at every age, visit OCESMA.org.
I'm Nicole Long, CEO at OCES. For more than 51 years, OCES has been empowering older adults and individuals with disabilities by providing information to support safe and healthy living as they grow older. Whether you need nutrition support, home care, or caregiver support, OCES connects you with the programs and community resources you need to stay independent. For more information, call 508-584-1561 or visit us at OCESMA.org.
Soundcheck Studios, a multi-level music venue in Pembroke offering Boston caliber music to the South Shore. 3-time nominee for Best Music Venue of the Year by the Boston Music Awards. Tonight, it's the Quasi Kings with Brendan Clemente and Cultivated Mind. Then, tomorrow night, it's a Paul Simon tribute with Graceland. And don't miss the 5-year anniversary celebration as Playing Dead returns to Soundcheck on Saturday night. Tickets sold in advance at soundcheck-studios.com and at the door. It's all happening at the South Shore's best address for live music, Soundcheck Studios in Pembroke.
Hi, it's Ray Brown from the Talkin' Bird Show. Every Sunday morning, 9:30 to 10, here on WATD. The show is about bird watching in your backyard and beyond, and conservation, because if we don't protect our planet, we can't save our birds. We feature expert guests every week, and we give away some pretty nice prizes in our Mystery Bird Contest. It's Talkin' Birds, no G in talkin'. Sunday mornings at 9:30, here on 95.9 WATD.
9 o'clock hour is coming up. You want to be part of the show? Text in 781-837-4900, 781-837-4900. Text line sponsored by Auto Shine Auto Body, Abington, and Braintree. News at 9 coming up from ABC. President Trump threatens, quote, major military punishment if the Iran-backed Houthi rebels fire on any more ships. We'll get more on that from ABC. Christine James, local news at 9:02. And then we're going into our fifth and final hour. Anthony, we got a busy 9 o'clock hour. A lot of guests. We're going to get them all in. We're going to have Ned Bangs going to fill us in. He's going to preview the Marshfield Summer Concert Series. Ned Bangs will be in right after 9. Then our doctor, Dr. John Hayes, living and practicing by design. And then we're going to find out more about the musical that's opening up at the Company Theater in Norwell. Linus Morissette's Jagged Little Pill, Anthony.
Yeah.
I think it's opening up tomorrow.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be a good show.
So big lineup coming up.
Yeah, Zoe Bradford will be on to
Stick
talk
around.
about that. So, yeah, don't go away, as they say. 8:59, WATD traffic and weather. on the 9s, and the expressway northbound heavy from Furnace Brook up towards Southampton Street, Route 3 northbound. A little busy in Braintree, southbound, slow at Derby Street in Hingham. Then slow on the approach to the Sagamore. 25 east is slow on the approach to the Bourne. 24, still some slow spots up through Avon and Stoughton. Weather. Going to be a nice day today around the South Shore. Sun, a few wispy clouds, a high 74. 68 at 9.
This is the South Shores radio station, WATD FM Marshfield. And on your smart speaker, say play WATD. WATD, here for What's Next.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Attacks and threats in the Middle East. The U.S. carrying out a 12th straight night of strikes on Iran after President Trump threatened to hit bridges and power plants if Iran attacks ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran threatening to respond with an eye for an eye. And in Washington, House lawmakers approving billions to pay for all of it.
On Capitol Hill, the House narrowly adopted a $95 billion budget blueprint, $73 billion of it for the war. As the Pentagon warns it's running out of money. The measure now heads to the Senate, where a vote could wait till fall.
ABC's Karen Waugh. The fighting driving oil prices higher. Brent crude, the worldwide standard, nearly $99 a barrel this morning. Search teams looking for people still missing after the flooding in West Virginia. Tropical storm Bertha heading west through the Gulf. It could hit the Texas coast later today. Google has been slapped with $1 billion fine in Europe over antitrust violations. This is ABC News. We're getting a new look at the safety of Waymo robo-taxis. Hey, humans, you might want to perk up your ears at this one.
A new study from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety finds Waymos are involved in nearly 70% fewer crashes compared to human drivers. Researchers noted that Waymos are especially adept at avoiding rear-end crashes, reporting the cars did so at a 91% lower rate than human drivers. The IIHS examined the Google-owned company's operations in San Francisco, Phoenix, Los Angeles, and Austin. Waymo says so far it's served more than 20 million autonomous rides. Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
Lawyers for the New York Times go to court this afternoon to fight a series of grand jury subpoenas they allege were an attempt to retaliate against and to intimidate reporters whose work angered President Trump. The legal fight stems from the Times reporting about security concerns related to the new Air Force One donated to the U.S. by the Qataris. I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.9 WATD.
95.9 WATD.com.
68 degrees outside our South Shore studios at 9:02. News this hour brought to you by the South Shore Diamond Exchange. Gold prices are at record highs, and South Shore Diamond Exchange is paying top dollar for your unwanted jewelry. Visit the South Shore Diamond Exchange in the North River Plaza, Route 139 in Pembroke, and cash in. Good morning. I'm Christine James. And you know what? Let me tell you about the weather, too. Rob Gilman, our chief meteorologist, says your high today is 74. Going to be absolutely beautiful out there. Now here's what's happening. An annual summer sailing event, Perfect Weather, held recently in Quincy. Tom Gorman has this.
Sailors of all ages and experience participated in the 89th annual Quincy Bay Race Week last weekend. Race Week Association's Carol Johnson tells WATD News that the event is more than just about competition.
Quincy Bay Race Week, it is an absolutely phenomenal event. Kids from all the 8 yacht clubs and other clubs from the North Shore, from further south, from Hingham, from Cottage Park. And each year we have a race. We began in 1937. Kids race in a variety of different boats. They follow the race rules and they get to know each other. We have little events before or after where different members of the clubs meet one another, all the juniors. These children are learning about racing rules, but more than that, they're learning about being on the water. They're learning about being friends. They're learning about following rules. And they're learning how to become the future boaters.
While the inside line is for those ages 8 to 18, the outside line features adult sailors.
We also have the outside line, which are one-design boats that mostly the adults sail in, as well as this year we also had a PHRF race.
Scholarships are awarded to the winners of the Race Week's essay contest.
This year we're giving 5 scholarships. We're giving 3 $1,000 scholarships and 2 $500 scholarships. In order to be eligible to receive a scholarship, the children who apply need to be either the children or grandchildren of a member of one of the 8 yacht clubs that are part of Quincy Bay Race Week. And in their application, they're required to respond to an essay question. This year, the essay was, should cell phones be banned from schools? Our 5 essay winners were so thoughtful and communicated how they felt and why they felt that way. One respondent said, I always used cell phones, and when I got to college, I realized that there was nobody going to tell me to put my cell phone away.
Sunday's race was canceled due to high winds. Town River Yacht Club hosted the inside line, while the outside line was held at the Walston Yacht Club. Quincy Bay Race Week wrapped up Sunday with the annual Rendezvous Night fundraiser. Reporting from Quincy, Tom Gorman, WATD News.
Do you have unwanted, broken, mismatched, or unworn jewelry? Gold prices are at record highs. Bring your old jewelry to South Shore Diamond Exchange and cash in. South Shore Diamond Exchange pays top dollar for gold, platinum, silver, fine jewelry in any condition. For a limited time, ask about their special offer and receive 20% more in trade value or 10% extra when you sell for cash. Visit South Shore Diamond Exchange in North River Plaza on Route 139 in Pembroke or southshorediamond.com. South Shore Diamond Exchange, a Hanush family-owned business. Trusted jewelers for generations.
906 and 95.9 News now brought to you by the South Shore YMCA. Get out of the house and get active. The South Shore YMCA has mental and physical wellness plans for all ages and abilities. Start your wellness journey today at ssymca.org/join. Well, jury selection resumes this morning after 17 jurors were selected in the trial of Lindsay Clancy, the Duxbury woman charged in the murders of her 3 children. A total of 18 jurors, including 6 alternates, will be chosen for the trial. Clancy's lawyers and her former husband say she was not responsible for her actions. Defense attorney Kevin Reddington doesn't dispute that she killed the children and is planning to raise an insanity defense. However, prosecutors say the killings were intentional and were planned, not the work of someone who had lost control. Clancy, a former labor and delivery nurse at Mass General, has pleaded not guilty to murder charges in the deaths of her 3 children, Cora, Callan, and Dawson. This was in January of 2023. If jury selection is completed today, it's expected that the court will then deal with some motions, including Patrick Clancy's request to restrict access to some of the exhibits that involve the children. And an efficiency audit being considered to look at the operations of Marshfield Town Departments. Select Board Chair Rick Smith is spearheading the effort.
As we try to fix the structural issues within Marshfield's financial structure, that we try to look for the efficiencies within all of our departments, and that looks to make sure that we're doing things as the best way that we can. It is not at all any kind of a statement against any of our departments or believing that we're operating with anything other than with great discipline already, but still stands to be said that, as every business knows, you can always get a little bit more efficient. There's always something more you can be doing, and it's always good to have somebody, too, I think, from the outside, a third party, kind of come in and give their opinion.
Smith explains how that audit would work.
A third party would come in and they would work with the respective departments to understand the way that their operations are now, and then to make recommendations as to areas that they find that could be improved, so that could either save the town money or improve the level of service to our residents without having to spend anything further.
Marshfield Select Board will further discuss the proposed efficiency audit in the coming weeks. We've got traffic and weather next.
Start the new year at the South Shore YMCA, the Something for Everyone place. Whether you're there to lift, stretch, swim, or simply connect, you'll find more than just a gym. You'll find a community.
Parents can recharge while kids dive into swim lessons, sports, and activities. Young adults can build strength in group classes or with personal training. And older adults can stay active and engaged in a welcoming space.
At the South Shore Y, you'll find a fitness center that feels like home, people that keep you moving, and on-site babysitting that gives you time to focus. From individual goals to shared experiences, the South Shore Y is where friendships form, routines stick, and wellness grows. and it's all waiting for you to get started.
Make the South Shore YMCA your place for fitness, friendship, and fresh starts. Become a South Shore YMCA member today. Check out their virtual tours at ssymca.org/join.
Now, WATD traffic and weather on the 9s.
And good morning. The time now is 9:09, and the expressway northbound remains a busy ride into the city. Your Braintree to Boston drive time is 27 minutes on the expressway. It is heavy from Furnace Brook up towards Columbia Road. And then some brake lights again going into the northbound O'Neill Tunnel. Route 3 northbound slows down, reduced speeds in Braintree. Southbound bunches up at the lane drop at Derby Street in Hingham. Then it's slow approaching the Sagamore on Route 3 South. 25 East is busy at the Bourne. 24 still sluggish Harrison Boulevard up towards 139 in Stoughton. Traffic on the 9s every morning. Traffic emergencies when they happen on WATD. Now the updated South Shore weather.
We started with a few clouds left over from the thunder showers that tracked mainly around Boston and around parts of the South Shore, while there was no rain at all at Plymouth yesterday evening, and there really won't be anything rainfall-wise going right through the weekend across all of Boston and the South Shore, with the sunshine going up into the mid-70s along our beaches and coastal communities today, with a light onshore sea breeze near 80 as you get just inland. Tonight, clear, comfortable, low 58, 63 in the city. Tomorrow, a good deal of bright sunshine, again reaching the low 80s as you get inland of 3A, though anywhere near the coast. Low to mid-70s with a sea breeze right into Saturday. Sunday, sun, a few clouds, a high near 80. For WATD, I'm meteorologist Rob Gilman.
Right now looking at 70 degrees outside our South Shore studios, 9/11. That's local news. I'm Christine James, sending it back to Rob Hakala, right here, 95.9 WATD.
Got it, Christine. Here we go. Fifth and final hour of the South Shore's Morning News. Rob Hakala with the morning team. We're going to be with you till 10 o'clock. Thanks for listening on the radio, 95.9 FM. We're also everywhere on the Audacy app and up on YouTube, WATD Radio on YouTube. Thanks for watching at home. Text line is available. If you have any questions or comments, send them in at 781-837-4900. 781-837-4900 is the text line. A bit later on, we'll have our WATD doctor, Dr. John Hayes, living and practicing by design. He'll be in with our health segment. And later on, Zoe Bradford will join us from the Company Theater in Norwell to preview their musical, which opens up tomorrow, Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill. But first, we want to welcome to the broadcast kickoff the 9 o'clock hour. Here he is, the legendary Ned Bangs is in studio. As I said on Google, I looked him up. Longtime public servant in Marshfield, best known for his long time directing the Marshfield Rec Department. He is still with the Marshfield Recreation Trails Committee and a lot of other work in town as well, Ned, including, of course, the summer concert series. Ned, welcome.
Yeah, hey, welcome, Rob. It's great to have you. Anthony, nice to see you. Nice to meet you. And Suzanne, glad you can make it today.
Yeah, Suzanne is here for a little extra support as well. So a big shout out to Suzanne. Nice to meet you, Suzanne. And thanks for coming in and being here for Ned's segment. And I know she was saying she's very excited for the summer concert series, Ned.
Yeah, so we kick off actually this Sunday. And they'll all be down on the town green next to the town hall. Mm-hmm. And this is kind of family friendly. They're all family friendly, but this one has a entertainer, Big Ryan, for the younger kids.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then we also welcome back the Panubian Steel Band. They performed awesome last year, and the crowd was very enthusiastic about their performance, so we welcome them back for this year. And we also have part of the family concerts. We'll have face painting and also an ice cream truck available.
Ooh, we like that. Okay.
I know you're a big fan of ice cream.
Well, yes, I am. Those that listen to the show know I do love ice cream. It is National Ice Cream Month, after all. So this is, a free program. This is really important for the town, Ned. Tell us how important these summer concert series are. This is a big deal because, again, it's just a wonderful thing for people to come together.
Yeah, it's, the nice thing, it's free.
Yeah.
It's something you can do. It's not going to cost you anything to bring the kids or bring yourself, picnic basket, lounge chair, sit back and listen. And it's so low key that, people will come up to me and they'll say, "Hey, Ned, I can't hear the music." And I said, "Well, move up."
Yeah.
Or they'll tell me that the music's too loud and it's like, move back.
Move back.
It's very easy.
Very easy to take care of.
Yeah. And we typically have a nice turnout, mixed group of all ages come to it, and it's it's for the kids, but it's not just for the kids.
Yeah,
it's adults and grandparents as well. And we're really fortunate this summer. The concert series is funded fully by the Rockland Federal Credit Union, which is right across the street from where the concerts will be.
Yeah.
And soon to be known as Arise Financial.
Yeah, that's a new name coming, I know. They were always talking about, coming up with a new name. And so I guess they have chosen it now, Arise.
Yeah, and
Rockland Federal, my first bank.
And what that means is there'll be a lot of giveaways.
Oh,
they'll have some swag that will no longer be appropriate after mid-August. And so
collector's items
to get something for nothing, maybe.
It's fun, yeah. It's great to come out. So, Ned, fill us in for those maybe new to town, people in for the summer, listening, and if you are, welcome. Tell us where the town green is, right? That's where they take place?
Yes, yeah. So they'll be outside on the town green, which is located at 870 Moraine Street, right behind the town hall, the First Congregational Church, and Rockland Federal Credit Union. So all those are right there.
Oh, that's great. And so this first one is a bit earlier, right? There's something for the family, because we want to mention this is July 26th coming up. I know a lot of parents or grandparents, you got to take your kids to Big Ryan's Tall Tales.
Yeah, Big Ryan is great. We've seen him several times, and this big guy does a nice job of keeping the kids entertained as well as the adults. And we're really excited with the whole series. It's 4 weeks, and there's something different each week. There are some folks that are more a local group, like the Shady Roosters. There's the Steel Band.
Yeah.
Rule of Two, which is a husband-wife group out of Berkeley College.
Oh, wow.
So we're, it's not just Marshfield-based, but it's South Shore-based. We draw a good group from for the concerts.
Now, these are Sundays, all these dates. So it starts off this Sunday, and then the following concert will be August 2nd, 9th, and 16th.
Right, and those ones will all start at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
And you'll see on Sunday morning when you drive by, there will be several A-frames and a banner that will be put up so people will know that it's happening, which day, and where it is, what to do.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, because someone just mentioned here, they said on the text line, Ned, what happens if it rains? What's the if it's raining?
Well, that's a great question,
Thank
and
you.
we have a great answer for that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So one of our partners, the Boys and Girls Club of Marshfield, they have been our indoor site. So the first 2 years that we've partnered with the Boys and Girls Club, it rained 2 out of the 4 nights.
Okay.
So we were in the Boys and Girls Club, and that's where the Panumian Steel Band played.
Oh.
And it was just nice. They have 2 good rooms there. One is a gym, and another is a classroom. And we tried them out both last summer, and both of them worked really well.
Oh, that's great.
So bring on the rain, if you want. We're not afraid of you.
Yeah, they'll be ready. All right. So Summer Concert Series, free program, sponsored by the Marshfield Cultural Council, and of course a lot of support from Rockland Federal Credit Union, soon to be Arise Financial.
Absolutely.
All right. And it starts off, don't miss it, this Sunday, 4 o'clock, Big Ryan's Tall Tales, and then Penubian Steel at 5. That's just going to sound great, huh? Isn't it? A steel drum band, you're right. People just love it. I don't know. It puts you in a good mood, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it
was just terrific. The audience was really happy with it last year, and these guys were all from away from town. Jeffrey was served in the military for more than 20 years, and it was a band. So his duty was to be in the music band that the Army had, and he's just bringing some of those talents to town last summer, and we're real excited about having them come back.
That's great. Ned Bangs in studio this morning. It's good to have you back in, Ned, and we wanted to have you in for a big full preview of the summer concert series. And it's happening in Marshfield, and it gets started this Sunday, so that's why we wanted to have Ned in. And we'll talk about some of the events, and Ned's going to put in some messages as well with John Shea. We'll have some messages. We'll probably run the weeks leading up to these concerts,
yes.
So that'll be great. Ned, thank you so much for coming in. Ned Bangs, Summer Concert Series in Marshfield. Don't miss out, and you're right. You know, you're looking for things to do, and it is great. We know there's so many things that are expensive when you got the family, and sometimes you just want to get out of the house, right? Pack the kids up and go out, and this is a great thing to do.
Absolutely.
And the community has obviously loved it. There's been a great reception with these concert series.
Yeah, so we when I was with the Recreation Department, we started the concert series, and that ran for 35 years. And when I retired, the concert series retired. And then I was drawn back by the Marshfield Cultural Council because some of those folks will help us out on the trails. So figured, and they said it's only a couple of meetings a year. I didn't really believe them, and it's a lot more than a couple of meetings a year. But we have 11 members on the Cultural Council in Marshfield, all different backgrounds and interests, and the thing that they have in common is they all want to volunteer to help Marshfield be a better place and enjoy some summer music.
Oh, good stuff. Ned Bangs, thank you so much for coming in today. Appreciate that.
Rob, thank you. Anthony, thank you.
Thank you, and great to have Suzanne coming in as well with you to lend some support, and very excited for the great summer concert series. Don't miss out. Starts this Sunday in Marshfield. Ned Bangs with us in studio this morning. All right, coming up, Dr. John Hayes is up next with the next segment. He'll be in studio, but right now, let's get you updated on traffic and weather. And the ride on the expressway is heavy, Furnace Brook to Southampton Street. Then again, from the Pike exit up into the O'Neill Tunnel. So still pretty busy if you're heading into the city. Route 3 northbound, pockets, Route 18 to Union. Southbound is slow at Derby Street. Then some reduced speeds at the Sagamore and Bourne bridges. South Shore weather for today. We're going to have a nice day. We'll have lots of sunshine, very comfortable, 74. Tonight, mainly clear, 63. Tomorrow, plenty of sun, 73. 69 in Marshfield. Weather is sponsored by the South Shore Gutter Monkeys. Experience exceptional care for your home with professional gutter cleaning, repair, and installation services. Contact South Shore Gutter Monkeys for a free estimate today.
I'm Bobby Downspout of the South Shore Gutter Monkeys, and today we recognize another group of everyday American heroes, the South Shore Gutter Monkey Office Crew.
Ain't no I in office crew.
Actually, yes there is.
My bad.
These swivel chair jockeys are a triage team of first responders to bad weather. So when Mother Nature is at her worst, these adorable apes are at their best. With superhuman-like skills, they perform those underappreciated tasks, answering phone calls, booking appointments, and giving free estimates right over the phone.
Oh, yeah.
And when the South Shore Gutter Monkey crews return from their daily work schedule, those curators of the cubicles rise to the tasks of filing, accounts receivables, and ledger entries.
Not all heroes wear capes.
To converse with one of these paper-pushing primates, call the South Shore Gutter Monkeys at 508-477-9100.
Now write that number down.
Or visit SouthShoreGutterMonkeys.com.
Take it, Johnny.
No monkeys were harmed in the making of this commercial.
I'm Joe Pasevich, candidate for Marshfield Selectman in the special election on Saturday, July 25th at the high school from 8 to 4. Town insiders want the residents to believe that there's a $7 million deficit in the town's budget requiring an immediate tax override. That's a hoax. And town insiders boast that I'm going to lose this coming Saturday. They are wrong. Please help me to prove it. I'm Joe Pasevich. With your vote, I will become your next selectman.
Paid for by the committee to elect Joe Pasevich. Soundcheck Studios, a multi-level music venue in Pembroke offering Boston caliber music to the South Shore. 3-time nominee for Best Music Venue of the Year by the Boston Music Awards. Tonight, it's the Quasi Kings with Brendan Clemente and Cultivated Mind. Then, tomorrow night, it's a Paul Simon tribute with Graceland. And don't miss the 5-year anniversary celebration as Playing Dead returns to Soundcheck on Saturday night. Tickets sold in advance at soundcheck-studios.com and at the door. It's all happening at the South Shore's best address for live music, Soundcheck Studios in Pembroke.
Hi, this is Alyssa McNamara-Reed with McNamara Financial in Marshfield. I love Roth IRAs. I love taxes, or at least how they overlap with investments and sometimes can be mitigated. I don't love annuities. I do love helping people with their investments and planning for their financial futures. I'm a problem solver and I like new challenges. There, now you know almost everything about me. Give me a call so I can learn about you. 781-834-2010 or McNamaraFinancial.com.
Nancy, I have exciting news and it concerns the Marshfield Hills General Store.
Ooh, did we get a new animal at the petting zoo?
Oh, for the last time, we don't have a petting zoo. We have something better.
Better? Is it a dry cleaner except it's for your dishes?
It's an ice cream store, Jenny's Ice Cream Shop.
What? An ice cream shop?
Yes!
What do we sell there?
Ice cream!
No way!
Delicious ice cream.
Do we have waffle cones?
Yes, and sugar cones and cake cones.
What?
And sundaes and pup cups.
I want a pup cup.
That's for dogs.
What's your point?
My point is that there's a new ice cream shop in Marshfield Hills.
Right next to the general store at 165 Prospect Street?
Yes.
An ice cream store in Marshfield Hills right next to the petting zoo. This is the best day of my life.
Oh my God, I'm out of here.
I'm Steve Carell, and I approve this message.
Take a trip over to Jenny's Ice Cream next to the Marshfield Hills General Store. Open daily, noon to 8:30. It's good. I went over there, got a frap. Delicious Jenny's Ice Cream. All right. Time now to get healthy. Dr. John Hayes is with us in studio. He joins us every week at this time. And, you know, he is local for a better experience at the doctor's office. Try Dr. John Hayes' highly personalized and affordable direct primary care practice. Find out more, drjohnhayesjr.com, drjohnhayesjr.com. Dr. John Hayes, good morning.
Rob, good morning.
Great to see you. Here we are, another week, another
Absolutely.
segment. And by the way, if you have any messages, get them in on the text line, 781-837-4900. Anything that the doctor might be able to answer in a future segment. We always appreciate your suggestions. All right, so this week we're going to talk about, speaking about Dr. John Hayes and what makes him unique, is we're going to talk about some of those advantages, right?
Direct primary care. You know, so direct care is very different, and we've talked about this before, but in direct care, the physicians are completely independent. Right now, there's a very small percentage of us nationwide. Across all specialties, there's only about 15% of physicians that are not currently independent.
Your hand is not tied.
Well, yes. I mean, the biggest tie that we have is taking really good care of our patients, but no corporate oversight, no corporate limitations, and so on and so forth. So
there's no countdown clock.
No countdown clock. You know,
Okay.
it's just a different. It is a different experience at the doctor's office for sure.
Well, that's for sure. And I know we've had several listeners that said, one of them has said even that you were willing to even maybe go to their house one time.
I do take care of people at home. Believe it or not.
And there someone was telling me the story. I won't say who, because of the privacy, but just a generic story there that, again, they said Dr. John Hayes was willing to come over. And they said, you don't see that very often these days. And I said, no, you don't.
No, it's extremely rare. It's extremely rare. But that's what makes direct care different. And the reality is that, for patients, they get a definitely better experience. And for doctors, when I'm not in the office, I'm trying to teach doctors how to do this. And that is to, you have to have certain foundations, you have to have certain systems, just like you guys do, to make it run efficiently for everybody. But the whole principle is extremely simple, and I hope we have many, many more thousands of doctors doing this.
All right, explain this, because I know one of the questions we've gotten before, and someone said, well, I have insurance already, so can I not use insurance?
No. Well, look, so here's the deal.
How does it work?
You have to have the best insurance you possibly can afford. God forbid you need a surgery, you have an accident, you have cancer, whatever. You need to have the best insurance you possibly can have. But even with that, you oftentimes cannot get to see a primary care physician in a timely manner. So in direct primary care, instead of having a patient panel that could be a couple thousand or 4,000 patients or more, in our direct primary care practices, we have maybe several hundred. That's it. So, and our practice is growing so well now. I've just added a nurse to our practice, and you'll get to meet her too. Her name is Katie. She's going to be a huge asset to our practice because she's now an additional right hand. We have to take care of our patients. So, the difference is, we in direct primary care, we take care of your primary care needs. We also take care of your urgent care needs. You have telephone access to it, text access to it. I mean, my phone's been going off since 7 o'clock this morning, which is good, because most of it's very easy, very simple. Place orders, get somebody in, get somebody on the phone. Simple.
And Monday's
simple
always
online.
crazy. Is it always the first day after the weekend?
Well, yeah, Mondays are very difficult. In fact, that's a great question,
I was
Rob.
just wondering, because I feel like sometimes people either wait for that first day after the week, or sometimes something happens.
Well, yeah, exactly. But, it's very interesting you mentioned that, because when I was trained in direct primary care, and I was fortunate enough to train in residency because I had just an awesome program director, he stuck me in direct primary care because he knew that's where I wanted to go.
Okay.
As an option.
Oh, that's
and
great.
Yeah, it was awesome, because what I learned there is that as that primary care practice grew, the doctor actually had to stop seeing patients at 9 o'clock on Mondays because he had to spend the first hour of the day answering messages over the weekend with his staff. Catch up. Yeah. So that's really the biggest difference. But, we do everything we possibly can to ensure the best patient experience possible. I tell patients all the time, our office layout is big enough that if you need to come in, the worst that's going to happen, you're going to wait. So under the direct primary care oversight, let's say, so the fee is $197 per month, plus a one-time fee the same to evaluate you. Many, many more people now are paying out of their businesses, or they're prepaying annually just because it's convenient. And that also includes your access to myself and my staff within same or next business day. And then also, if you have urgent care, we try to keep you out of the hospital and keep you out of urgent care wherever possible.
Okay, so let's talk about again, the basic steps if somebody wants to join. What can they expect? How do they make that transition?
Yeah, so basically, they should go to our website. There's extreme amount of details on our website, which we talk about all the time. And take a look at the direct primary care page. It kind of lays out, what we do and why we do what we do. There's also a ton of videos. Our videos are exploding. Our YouTube reach has doubled in the last month.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, just in the last month. Not only because we treat, we take care of a lot of primary care patients, but we take care of a lot of chronic pain and neuropathy patients. So, and then really nice thing for me is doing this both in my practice, I can take care of so many different types of cases. So it just goes a long way. But the principle is simple. It's a contract. You pay by the month. You pay by the year. And as I tell my staff all the time, patients either understand the concept or you don't. And if this isn't for you, that's fine. But if you're looking for a choice, as many, many people are now, reach out sooner rather than later.
Okay. Again, the model is designed to reduce stress and improve your overall health experience. And you talk about, again, building a relationship.
Yeah, relationships, accessibility.
Okay.
Which is probably, those are the two biggest things. And the other things, Rob, we've spoken about this before, though. We now have extreme discounts on laboratory tests. We have some imaging discounts and all the other stuff that can, when you add it up at the end of the day, it's a tick under $2,500 a year. Take a look at what you might have spent in the last year between co-pays and everything else just inside of primary and urgent care.
Yeah.
For most people, it's way more than that.
People talk about that, right? Everybody wants to know, what's my return on investment?
Exactly, yeah.
And so take a look at it, and I think you will be shocked and you'll be pleasantly surprised by the value you get and the other things that you get with Dr. John Hayes. So if you want to find out more, go to the webpage. He has more. This blog is up there as well about exploring the primary care advantages, discover the benefits of direct primary care. And you're right, you got to find out. You know, the good thing is you got your choices, and you find out if it's right for you. Great. If it isn't, you'll know.
That's great too. Yeah. Make a decision, and we're here to help you.
All right, so if you want to call or text Dr. John in his office, the number is 781-659-7989. It's right in Marshfield on School Street, 781-659-7989, as it continues to expand. And you just heard someone new just joining the team as well.
Absolutely.
So that's some great news.
Growing all the time.
That's great.
Good
Dr.
stuff.
John Hayes, jr.com, drjohnhayesjr.com. He's with us every Thursday on WATD as we focus on your health. And Dr. John Hayes, thank you so much as always.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you. It is 9:33 now on the South Shore's Morning News. We'll get a full look at traffic and weather coming up. And also ahead as well, we are going to be talking with Zoe Bradford from the Company Theater in Norwell.
For 250 years, America has been built on exploration, and there's never been a better time to hit the road. Celebrate with Sullivan Tires Explore America Road Trip Sale. Save on the tires you can trust. First, buy 3, get 1 free on all Uniroyal tires. Or get $100 instant savings when you buy 4 select Michelin, BF Goodrich, or Continental tires. And get $80 off when you buy 4 select General tires with purchase and installation.
Don't miss these special deals only this month at Sullivan Tire.
One Stop Painting and Renovating.
For 40 years, both homeowners and businesses across the South Shore have trusted One Stop Painting to keep their properties looking their best. Whether you need interior or exterior painting, carpentry repairs, or professional house washing, One Stop Painting has you covered. We use both soft and high pressure washing techniques to safely clean everything from delicate siding and decks to walkways and commercial buildings. From a single room to an entire office complex, we proudly serve both residential and commercial customers with the quality, professionalism, and attention to detail that have made us the local favorites for 4 decades now. Thinking ahead, now's the perfect time to schedule your interior painting projects. Book your winter work early and ask about our winter discounts available on select interior projects. Don't wait until the schedule fills up. Call One Stop Painting today and discover why we've been the South Shore's trusted painting and property maintenance company for 40 years now.
Call us at 508-888-3500 or check us out online at onestoppainting.com.
One Stop Painting. One call does it all.
One Stop Painting and Renovating.
Hello, this is Duncan Gray of Eldred's Auctioneers and Appraisers and host of the Eldred's Antique Hour. Have you ever thought about the value of lunchboxes from the 1960s or 1970s? Did you know that Henry Ford had an integral part in the creation of the first charcoal briquettes? Please join us here on Saturday mornings from 10 to 11 when we continue these discussions and much more with fascinating guests, your call-ins regarding antiques, arts, and auctions, and the historical context that makes these items so interesting. Right here on 95.9 WATD.
Hey, great to have you along this morning. Rob Hakala with the morning team. We're coming to you from the WATD Coastal Heritage Bank studios. You can check out our studio. We have got the live YouTube feed up right now. You can take a look at the studio. You can see a very comfortable Anthony. He's enjoying his chair in the studio here. Coastal Heritage Bank, community focused, locally trusted since 1889. Coastal Heritage Bank, growing together. And it is a much more comfortable day today, isn't it? Where it's 70 degrees.
For sure.
And you can tell that the humidity is not as intense. So that is some good news if you like a little bit more of a cooler, comfortable day. I know some of you really love those hot, humid days, especially if you do want to get in the ocean or swim in a pool. You do need it a little bit warmer.
That's what summer is, right?
You know, but sometimes you just want to go for a bike ride or go for a hike, and you want a little bit cooler, or if you're mowing the lawn. Right? I got my lawn mowed, Anthony. You want to do lawn mowing stories? That's fun. People love stories about yard work, right? I mowed the lawn. That's great. Anybody listening anymore? No. Okay. I did mow the lawn. No. When did I get it done? Over the weekend. I did it Sunday and Monday, Anthony. So there you go. It felt good. I did the front yard first.
You gotta get it done, right?
Always do the front yard. Because of the neighbors, right? You don't want people coming by saying, "Oh, look at all these weeds and things." So fine, I said, "Okay, fine, I'll do the front yard."
Classy.
Then, if I get too tired and I don't feel like it anymore and I'm lazy, I say I'll do the backyard the next day.
Yeah.
And then do that. Now they're all done, and then I just look at it and I go, I don't know. I just love a nice, freshly mowed lawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Smells
it's tough
great.
with the water ban, but
no, it's no watering,
no,
keep it dry.
So try to keep it green, but
the neighbor has some. They got like a crew that comes over, and the guys get to. I do think it's kind of fun. The guys, you know, where you stand up on the mower and they ride around.
Yeah, that looks fun. I've always wanted to try that.
I do. I want to try that. I don't know. You think the guy will? If I see him, they bring like a crew. And they have like they have a little trailer. They unload the trailer, and all the guys come out and they're riding around. And usually have some kind of. I assume it's something to protect your ears from the loud noise all the time. You got the little ear things and you ride around. And
it's fancy.
I was thinking,
it's cool.
yeah, could I go up and say, hey, I'd like to, just take a quick spin. Can I ride on that lawnmower? Probably for legal reasons, I suspect I can't. But anyways.
It looks fun, though.
They do look fun. That's fun. All right, let's get an update on traffic and weather in the nines. And then Zoe Bradford's going to be calling in. We're going to talk about their show, the musical, which opens up tomorrow, Anthony.
Yeah.
Zoe Bradford, co-founder, artistic director of the Company Theater in Norwell. Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill, the musical. I'll tell you more about that coming up. Right now, 9:39, traffic and weather in the nines. Route 3 northbound is slow. Route 18, as you make your way up into Braintree, southbound delays at the Derby Street lane drop in Hingham. And slow at the Sagamore. 25 east, slow at the Bourne. And the expressway is heavy from around Adams Street up towards Andrews Square. And again, approaching the O'Neill Tunnel. So let's check out that drive time. Braintree to Boston, 27 minutes. South Shore weather. For today, we're going to have lots of sunshine. Nice day. 74 tonight, mainly clear, a low 63. Tomorrow, plenty of sun for Friday, 73. 70 in Marshfield at the weather station, WATD.
Honey, you're not going to believe this.
What now?
The car got dinged again. I was pulling out of the parking garage, and I didn't see that last pylon. I barely clipped it.
Oh, unreal. That car was so nice when we first got it, and now it's an eyesore. Every time we look at it, there's a dent here, a scratch there.
You're right. Remember how excited we were when we bought it? I guess that's just life, though. Still, it would be nice to turn back the clock on this thing.
Yeah, it's like we need a time machine for the car. Whoa! Where did you come from? How'd you get in our kitchen?
Relax, I'm from the future.
The future?
That's right, and in exactly 2 minutes, you're going to hear a radio commercial for Luchetti's Complete Auto Center. And after you hear it, you'll bring your car there, they'll fix the dents, repair the scratches, and make it look like it just rolled off the showroom floor.
So you're saying Luchetti's is basically a time machine for cars?
Exactly. From parking lot dings and minor scrapes to major collision repairs, they've got you covered. In fact, they'll even repair the damage from that manure truck you're going to hit next week.
The what truck?
Thanks for the warning. Luchetti's it is, honey. Let's go.
Just try to keep it under 88 miles per hour on the way there, huh?
Hi, this is Paul Solano of the Paul Ponders Radio Show, presented by Northeastern Fence and Supply Corporation of Saugus, where they have fences for your kids, dogs, and ugly neighbors. Please join me for season number 2, Saturdays from 12:08 to 1 p.m. before the music with Ron Dwyer. It was a great first year in the slot of the Boiling Point with Arthur Boyle. We have really informative segments on technology, health and wellness, business and finances, nonprofits, and Paul Pondering Thoughts. Catch you on Saturdays at 12:08 p.m. #Indeed.
On 95.9 WATD. WATD. Great to have you here. Happy Thursday.
I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah.
Alanis Morissette, Hand in My Pocket. And there is a show, as we mentioned, that is opening up tomorrow that really dives into this album. Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill, the musical. It runs July 24th through August 16th at the Company Theater in Norwell. And we're excited to have on the line with us this morning the co-founder and artistic director of the Company Theater in Norwell, Zoe Bradford. Zoe, good morning.
Good morning, Rob.
Hey, great to have you on the broadcast. Boy, opening night is tomorrow, Zoe. Can you believe it?
I can believe it, and I'm super excited for it.
All right.
This is going to be great.
Well, I imagine there's probably excitement. I imagine the ticket sales pretty good for this show. Others, in case you just didn't know about it until now, this is why we wanted to have Zoe on so you don't miss out. It's going to be a show you will not want to miss, Zoe, because well, you'll tell us about the show, but this is it's coming to our area, which is great. You're able to put this show on.
It is, because it's a South Shore area premiere, which we're excited for. You know, it premiered in Boston at ART and became an international sensation, winning so many Tony Awards, so many Grammy Awards. Of course, Alanis Morissette's music is incredible, but it also speaks to you. You know, it's relatable music. It's poetic, and yet it's attainable. People can get into it, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
it's a great story too. It's so interesting because it's basically an American family, a suburban American family who has these challenges and things that they have to overcome. It's kind of the perfect American suburban family that's not unlike how we present here on the South Shore. There's so many lovely places that take place in Connecticut, but it's the same kind of thing. And this carefully constructed facade that the mother has put together of their wonderful family kind of begins to unravel. But, through faith and healing and talking and forgiveness, all these things come into play. And it's told with humor, too, so it's fantastic.
Anthony, you have a question for Zoe?
Yeah, so Zoe, just to clarify, the music in this musical is kind of jukebox style with different songs that we already know, or is there original songs in this as well?
There's original songs. Everything's by Alanis Morissette. It's, of course, all the iconic hits are in there, like Ironic, Hand in My Pocket, You Ought to Know, You Live, You Learn. All those are in there, and they really tie into the story very well. It's a well-written book that makes you think about things, makes you feel emotional. It's a wild ride. I mean, it's an all too familiar world of suburban family, and yet, these real challenges are presented with pathos, humor, and this great music that basically formed a generation. Is now reaching a new generation.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I know there are people definitely that remember when this album came out and, really gravitated toward it, loved it. And then you're right. I mean, like with anything, there are new generations that discover it, Zoe, along the way. And it's still, I mean, Alanis was just in town. He was. I know. So exciting. A lot of our cast members went to see her. I know. I said Alanis Morissette was Saturday night. She was over at Levitate. So it's great.
Awesome.
So, I mean, it's wonderful. She's performing. She's great herself. But again, as you heard, all the music written by Alanis Morissette for this show, talking about this suburban family. So tell us, great cast in the show, Zoe?
Oh, fantastic cast. So from the moment we had the casting call, I knew this was going to be a art in the making, basically. We have not only a lovely cast of 19 people from greater Boston and a lot of South Shore people as well, but we also have, designers. Our lighting designer has just gone over the top. We've put a lot of our rental budget into extra lighting, so it feels very concert-like in times, and it's very fast-moving. It's fast-paced. It's something there's just not a moment to rest, really, because, there's beautiful ballads in it, but the next thing is always happening, and it's powerful that way. So we have this great lighting. We have projections. We have a projection artist who's designed all these fantastic images and video-like things. So it feels like you're really someplace else. It's not like a typical theater show. It's very unique that way. And I love to do something groundbreaking and different. That's a treat for us because our clientele, our patrons have come to love what we do, and they want to give it a chance. So if they've never seen it before, they're in for such a treat, and they know that we'll do a good job. So they'll come, they'll enjoy it, and they'll have a memorable night in the theater. That's fun. That's something that all us artists strive for. So.
Company Theater in Norwell. Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill runs July 24th to August 16th. Zoe, how do people get tickets?
Yes. Oh, yes. You'll want to go to companytheater.com and get your tickets. Do not go to any other website because there are ticket scammers out there. So just simply companytheater.com, or you can drop by our box office Mondays, Thursdays, or 2 hours before a performance. And we're open at those times. Otherwise, just go to companytheater.com and get your tickets. That way you can get them right online, pick your seats. But there are scammers out there who will call, Ticket Pro and Ticket This and all that. Don't go to any of that.
Yeah.
It has to say companytheater.com. But so I just thought I'd put that little plug in for all theaters. You got to use their website. We are all having that problem. But no, it's great. And I think you'll... I'd love to give tickets away today if we can, Rob. I'd love to
Okay,
give
Anthony.
a couple
Anthony, she's
tickets
going
to a caller.
All right. So, is this a pair of tickets for a specific night, or what do you want me to tell them?
Oh, we can.
Or is this something you want to?
I think opening weekend would be fantastic.
Okay.
So Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, they can call in and pick.
All right, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if you can go, which is this weekend. We'll pick a certain caller right now to go see the show. Zoe, do you have a number between 5 and 10 that you like?
7.
7? All right. Lucky caller 7. Call us right now. Anthony, are you ready?
I'm ready, yeah.
All right. Caller 7, 781-837-4900. You get 2 tickets to go see Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill, the musical, at the Company Theater in Norwell. Zoe Bradford is with us. We'll get that info and we'll email it over to you, Zoe. Zoe's the co-founder and artistic director of the Company Theater in Norwell, companytheater.com. Thanks, Zoe.
Thanks. Enjoy the music. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay, take care.
All right, caller 7, Anthony. 781-837-4900. Caller 7, 781-837-4900. Good luck.
There's a funny, funny way of helping you out, helping you out.
All right, caller 7 right now, 781-837-4900. Anthony's working through those numbers. Northbound Expressway, heavy Adams Street to Southampton Street. Route 3 is busy. Route 18 to Derby. And Route 3 is from Route 18 to Union Street northbound. Southbound is slow at Derby, and then busy at the Sagamore. 25 East, slow busy at the Bourne. I should mention the Expressway, too. You also have that second pocket from the Pike exit up to the O'Neill Tunnel. 27 minutes, Braintree to Boston. Traffic on the 9s every morning. Traffic emergencies when they happen on WATD. Now the updated South Shore weather. Let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Rob Gilman, with the South Shore's most accurate and dependable weather. We got a good stretch of weather here, Rob. Here he is with all the details for us. Rob?
We started with a few clouds left over from the thunder showers that tracked mainly around Boston and around parts of the South Shore, while there was no rain at all at Plymouth yesterday evening, and there really won't be anything rainfall-wise going right through the weekend across all of Boston and the South Shore, with the sunshine going up into the mid-70s along our beaches and coastal communities today, with a light onshore sea breeze near 80 as you get just inland. Tonight, clear, comfortable, low 58, 63 in the city. Tomorrow, a good deal of bright sunshine, again reaching the low 80s as you get inland of 3A, though anywhere near the coast. Low to mid-70s with a sea breeze right into Saturday. Sunday, sun, a few clouds, a high near 80. For WATD, I'm meteorologist Rob Gilman.
Thanks, Rob. And right now, outside our studio, we're at 70 degrees at the weather station, WATD.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu!
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Nancy, I have exciting news, and it concerns the Marshfield Hills General Store.
Ooh, did we get a new animal at the petting zoo?
Oh, for the last time, we don't have a petting zoo. We have something better.
Better? Is it a dry cleaner, except it's for your dishes?
It's an ice cream store, Jenny's Ice Cream Shop.
What? An ice cream shop?
Yes.
What do we sell there?
Ice cream.
No way.
Delicious ice cream.
Do we have waffle cones?
Yes, and sugar cones and cake cones.
What?
And sundaes and pup cups.
I want a pup cup.
That's for dogs.
What's your point?
My point is that there's a new ice cream shop in Marshfield Hills.
Right next to the general store at 165 Prospect Street?
Yes.
An ice cream store in Marshfield Hills right next to the petting zoo. This is the best day of my life.
Oh my God, I'm out of here.
I'm Steve Carell, and I approve this message.
Take a trip over to Jenny's Ice Cream next to the Marshfield Hills General Store. Open daily, noon to 8:30.
ABC Entertainment News.
She's practically perfect in every way. Disney Plus has announced that a documentary about the life of Disney legend Julie Andrews will come to the streamer in 2027. The documentary will include exclusive interviews and archival footage from Andrews' career, from Mary Poppins to The Princess Diaries and beyond. Disney is the parent company of ABC News.
Best Supporting Actress.
The first trailer is out for Misty Green. The new film, written and directed by Chris Rock, follows an actress as she fights for a career comeback. Rosalind Elazar stars in the title role alongside Rock, Adam Driver, and Anna Kendrick. Misty Green comes to theaters this October.
You're at a new level.
Glenn Powell and director Richard Linklater are teaming up again to tell the story of Lou Gehrig. Powell will play the legendary Yankees player in an untitled film for Universal Pictures. And happy birthday to Daniel Radcliffe, who is 37 today. Michelle Franzen, ABC.
Friends with Benefits, Thursday nights at 9 on WATD. Join the roundtable as they explore everything from relationships and social issues to life stories, sports, and events. It's Brian Stratton's Friends with Benefits with your hosts Paul Kearney, Gabe Sirota, and Bob Anderson. Proudly sponsored by Atlantis Sports Clubs and Corey Brothers Stump Grinding. Tomorrow night at 9 on 95.9 WATD. Bow, bow, bow. All right, let's see. And we do want to congratulate our winner. I'll put it up here on YouTube one more time. Company Theater, Alanis Morissette's Jag a Little Pill, the musical, July 24th to August 16. And we just gave away a pair of tickets for opening weekend. And in fact, this person wants to go opening night. Anthony is here, our intern. Anthony.
That's
First
right.
name in town. Who won the tickets? Who was caller 7?
So, big congratulations to caller number 7, who was Lisa from Marshfield.
Lisa in Marshfield.
She will be going on Friday night, the 24th, to the opening show.
Does she like the music of Alanis Morissette?
You know what? I'm going to assume so.
I would assume
she seemed
so.
very excited.
Yeah,
and
she called in for the
She
tickets.
wanted me to tell you that she watches the show, she listens to the show, and she wanted to say hi.
Oh, that was great. Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Lisa. Lisa
Yes,
in
thank you,
Marshfield.
Lisa.
Thank you for watching and listening. WATD Radio and WATD Radio on YouTube. All right, so good stuff, huh? It was a good album, I do have to say. The songs still get played today, and people still love them.
For sure, yeah.
So, good stuff, good stuff. Let's see, we got to go through the text messages, and maybe I'll try to read a couple of things in history. We'll try to squeeze it all in the final 3 minutes of the show. What do you say, Anthony, we do it, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, companytheater.com, by the way, if you want to get those tickets. The show opens up and it runs into August. It's going to be good stuff. You can get the link, by the way, to the YouTube now on our front page of the website, 959watd.com. You'll see a photo of myself. It's an example of how we do the show. Bob Teravecchia is there. Anthony, Christine, they're all in the photo
right.
on the webpage. Christine's in the news booth. Bob Teravecchia is there, and Anthony is looking interested.
Full house, yeah.
So I said, wow, that's kind of a good example.
Perfect photo.
Makes it look better than if you say, go to YouTube and you just see one guy sitting in a room all by himself. It's boring. It's
gotta
boring.
have the full house.
That's what happens on the other day. It's just me, and I'm in
I
here.
know, Rob, it makes me sad. I watch sometimes.
Yeah, you just see.
And
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
just like, oh, I wish I was
it's
there.
like
I feel
crickets.
bad.
You
Yeah.
come in, you're just like, oh my gosh, yeah. But it's good when there's somebody in here. I notice that the views go up.
Yeah.
Not that not that I'm not interested, but I think people like having
You're
an
not
ensemble.
boring, Rob. Come on.
So Anyway, Live Dog 45, thanks for checking in on the Live Dog 45. Checking in on the YouTube page. And, of course, Eric and Lord Hadaway, thank you so much for the wonderful messages. We also had Gray Wolf checking in from Kingston. He's doing a little bit better. He's got a little bit, as you know, he's had some health issues. We hope he's doing better. Gray Wolf, he is being treated right now for he had a little bit of a tightness in his chest, which is tough. You know, he's had some breathing issues. So
we wish you the best.
Gray Wolf, hope you feel better. Joanne from Randolph enjoyed hearing Keiko. Keiko from C.
Keiko's
Plymouth.
awesome, yeah.
Loved hearing about the great events, cplymouth.com, cplymouth.com. Kevin Tachi checked in. He says he would like to see this film. He was talking about, the Odyssey.
The Odyssey,
you saw the Odyssey.
We did talk about that.
3-hour movie, and Kevin says long movie should bring back bathroom breaks. Okay? It's a bladder issue. So, believe me, I'm drinking the diet.
If you're drinking the
I'm
large
drinking
soda.
the large soda. I know about it. Believe me, I know.
And this is one of those movies where you really don't want to leave to use the bathroom.
Because you don't want to miss anything.
No.
All right. He has not seen it, but he knows many who have seen it. Claire Murphy wanted to check in. Good morning, Claire. She said a little note to say she went into a bank in Hanover and was taking some money out. We talked earlier about people being scammed. There was, again, somebody in Hingham, $18,000. Someone, again, got someone to unload money out of their account. And Claire wanted to say the teller was very nice and asked if there was anybody asking me to do this. Or am I sending it to someone that I don't know? And I said, no, I just wanted to take the money out to pay off a bill. I think it was nice, though, that the teller asked me because of my age. No, she said they do it because of my age, not telling you my age. Well, thank you, Claire. You don't have to. I'm sure you're very young. I think banks should do to help people with just a little bit of a heads up or a nice way to do it or a little a nod or something like that saying, are you sure? And that's the point we were talking about, you know, making sure that before you take out the money, if someone says you need to pay something off, ask someone, okay? Make sure you ask someone. Talk to someone before you go and unload the money. All right, today in history is the... did I already moved my stuff out of here. Okay. All right. No, it's today in history. It was 1903. The Ford Motor Company sold its first car, Anthony, a Model A. And you want to guess the price of the first car in 1903? You had to save up because it's 1903. You want to know the price of a brand new Model A car?
It's got to be a couple hundred.
It is in the hundreds. It's $850. $850 for a brand new car.
Would you look at that?
In 1903, your neighbors were jealous pulling up for that. And that's about it. I think we're out of time, right? We're out of time, Anthony. You're going to be back next week?
We are, yeah. Out of time, but I'll be here.
More
Tuesday
interning?
And Thursday.
Okay.
More
all right.
interning.
Good stuff. That's Anthony. Audrey's up next. Christine, thank you in the newsroom. Christine, she's coming back for a bonus Friday. She can't wait. She'll be in, tomorrow at 5 a.m. on a Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, she
Have a
loves
great weekend,
it.
everybody.
The South Shore's breaking news, weather, and traffic station.
95.